What is good? What is good, ladies and gentlemen, boxing community, boxing fans, boxing critics, and boxing analysts? Renee Box Young going live. Want to talk a little bit of some post-fight reaction of what you all saw on Saturday. In the duration of the day, right? Earlier in the day, we saw, Usyk, Alexander Usyk versus Chisora. Interesting stuff. I called the fight, had a lot of people watching. It was great, tuning in on me calling the fight. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all the new subscribers, all those who are viewing, tuning in, and checking out my channel. I definitely appreciate each and every one of you. I definitely appreciate all the old subscribers, also those who have been with me since day one. I really appreciate you. Love you guys. Thank you so much, man. We're going to talk some boxing. We're going to talk some boxing to start the week, man. It was a great weekend. Great weekend. Zeno, what is going on? Zeno, salute to Amsterdam. What's going on from Mexico? Desde Mexico, man. Saludos, definitely, man. Acondo, Sammy, what's going on? Morning. Good morning to everybody. Those who are jumping in right now, thanks so much. We're going to talk, man. We're going to talk it up. We're going to chalk it up. You know what I'm saying? Talk about, the post-fight reaction that I had, with the fights that we saw on Saturday. You got versus Leo Santa Cruz. Also, I want to talk about Regis Prograis, man. Nobody's talking about him. I don't know. Well, I know why. I mean, I know that, Leo and Tank Davis, they took the limelight, definitely. But, I want to talk a little bit about Regis Prograis also. Let's not leave him in the dust. You know what I'm saying? Regis Prograis, 140. I know his opponent, wasn't, the most, but but I do want to talk a little bit about Regis Prograis because he said some things. All right. He said some things that are interesting in the press fight. Okay. So let me take a sip of my coffee. Hold on. It's a great day, man. It just feels like that, after a great weekend of boxing. You feel good, a couple days after, the day after, it's like nice, man. Something, it's like an itch that, it's in the back of your, where you can't reach or something. And then, you scratch it, you're like, yeah, man, heck yeah. That's kind of how I feel, after a great weekend of boxing, after just a lot of fun, over the weekend, watching some great fights. I felt like that also with Gallo Estrada, you know what I'm saying, versus Cuadras, Chocolatito Gonzalez versus the other guy called named Gonzalez. I think it was Israel Gonzalez. Julio Cesar Martinez a couple weeks ago, last week or something like that. I don't even remember. A couple weeks ago, I felt the same. I was like, wow, man, action-packed fights, man. Just enjoying the rest. We're already in November, ladies and gentlemen. If I'm quiet for a second, it's because I'm drinking my coffee, right? We're already in November, man. Isn't it nuts? This is crazy. We're almost done with the year, and we still got great fights coming. Yes, please. Yeah, man. I love this. People jumping in the building. LeVar Cooper, what's going on, family? LeVar Cooper. If you have time, bro, I'm gonna Coop, big homie Coop. What's going on, family? Y'all jumping in. Thank you guys so much, man. Thank you so much for jumping in the building. Just wait a second if you can. Yeah, so I want to talk about these, and like I said, Regis, he said some interesting things. So did, interesting things were said in the post fights. All right. I don't know if people were talking about it as far as, Usyk and stuff like that. And I want to talk about those things. All right. I want to talk a little bit about that. And so let's get to it, man. So thank you guys again for jumping in. I hope you guys are great. I hope you guys are doing well. This Monday, typically Monday, it's like that. Yeah. Thankfully I got the day off, man. Yeah, man, I got the day off today. So I had a great weekend. I just rested so much. I had we call it here in Mexico, just before we start, a little chit chat. You know what I'm saying? In Mexico, we call it puente. What a puente is, it means bridge. Okay. It means bridge in English, but it has, it doesn't, when you translate languages, they don't have literal meanings when it comes to, translating. You have to kind of word it around differently. Words don't translate literally. That's what I'm trying to say here. So some do, though. They're called cognates. Some are called cognates. Like, for example, architect, arquitecto. That's in Spanish. Doctor. It sounds the same. Student, estudiante. So those are literal cognates. Those are called cognates. False cognates are like words that sound the same, but they don't mean the same. You know what I'm saying? But in this case, it's different. But, I'm just trying to get the idea clear. So bridge, puente means that we have several days off the weekend and several days off. And Saturdays, man, we work in Mexico, man. So half of the day, that's it. So I got Saturday off. I got, obviously Sunday and today. Heck yeah, man. So I got a nice weekend. I rested so much. I rested so much, man. I'm getting to the point of being bored, but I'm never bored when I go live. I got to go live on YouTube. Definitely, man. I actually been doing some work because, I'm working on my other channel, my gaming channel. So, I'll leave that link is in the description. Y'all got to go check that channel. I'm sure you'll like it, man. Let me take a sip of coffee here. Comments. Y'all jumping in. Thank you guys so much for jumping in. J.A. Dixon is a building. Thanks so much, man. Box fans, what's going on, bro? What's going on, man? I hope you guys are doing great. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys so much for jumping in. So let's get it, man. Let's talk about it. Let's talk some boxing, man. Definitely. You guys, all you guys, I remember you guys. I think it was all you guys, man. You guys were in the live, commentary, me calling the fight. Just in case, okay, just in case I cut off. If there's any internet problems, sometimes it happens. I'll jump right back in like in 30 seconds. So I'll be right back. So don't even worry about it. All right, just stay tuned. All right. So let's talk about first, and then we'll jump over to the PBC card. All right. Let's talk first about Usyk and Chisora. I mean, I called the fight. I explained, I expressed what I felt in the duration of the fight when I saw that fight. And just to give my, general reaction of what I saw in that fight, I think it was a really close fight. It was not even close to a domination by Usyk. I wasn't impressed by Usyk. I enjoyed the fight, though. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed the fight, but I wasn't impressed by Usyk's performance. And those who started tuning in when I was calling the fight before round one, I said live, and I said I was expecting a lot from Lomachenko, according to what many people are saying about Lomachenko before he fought Teofimo Lopez. All the hype about Lomachenko, Matrix, high tech, blah, blah, blah. And I definitely respect his skills. I'm not saying nothing about that. I'm just saying here that I said the same thing about Lomachenko. Saturday night rolled around against Teofimo. I was disappointed, okay? Same thing with Usyk. That's what I'm trying to say here. Same thing with Usyk. I was disappointed. I wasn't, surprised by his performance. I was quite disappointed with Usyk's performance. Why? Because the first few rounds, throughout most of the fight, Usyk was very slow, man. I was surprised by how slow. I wouldn't say a Joe Joyce slow, but my gosh, man. I mean, he's coming from a cruiserweight, if I remember correctly. You got to punch faster, bro. I mean, that's a big deficiency that Usyk has. And I was saying it throughout the fight. I was saying it in the first couple rounds. Hold on, let me clear my throat. I was saying it throughout the first couple rounds when I was calling the fight. People were jumping up in the building that day, man, Saturday. Wow. It was great. Great stuff. Great fun, man, with the community, with all you guys, y'all who are always rocking with me. I thank you and I appreciate you. As a matter of fact, it was suggested that I get wrenches now, throw out some wrenches. Let me just wait on it. If we see people jumping up on, I'm kind of testing the water still because, what I'm saying? I'm testing the waters because, that was just in that fight. What I'm saying? When I was calling the fight, we had a couple suspicious people. They didn't get really too out of line, at least from what I saw. It was hard to see all the comments, though, obviously. But I'm just testing the water still. I'll be passing out wrenches soon, though, because, as we start growing, as we keep growing, I'm saying, I'm going to definitely have to pass out wrenches. So, we'll just be testing the waters a little bit here. And if you guys see anybody weird, I'm saying, as far as from now on, I'm saying, I know you guys always do, but just let me know, man, so I can really start passing these wrenches out now. Okay. So, but anyways, Usyk, man, he was slow. That was one of the biggest things that stuck out to me. He was really slow. Joe Joyce, slow, possibly. I mean, I'm not exaggerating, okay? I saw what I saw, and I was calling it. You already know, those who maybe are, new listeners tuning in, go back and check out my fight the fight that I called on Saturday with Usyk and Chisora. And I just went live abruptly. I usually do that when I call fights. I just go, yeah, what the heck? I'll just jump on. You know what I'm saying? I don't really plan them. And it was great, man. We had a great show up and show out by people, man, the community. You know what I'm saying? So before we continue, let me get here. Yes, Zeno. I saw that this morning, and I mentioned that in one of my lives. I think it was last week. I don't remember, but when I was Box Talking News, I mentioned that. And it looks like now it's official. Yeah, a contract was sent. Yes, a deal has been sent out to Caballo by Fury's team for a fight in December. He has 24 hours to accept. I'm not excited at all about this Fury Caballo, man. I mean, nah, man, Fury. I don't know what Fury. He's doing the same thing. He's doing the same thing. I said this before. I said on Blue Blood. Also, shouts to Blue Blood, our guy, man. Definitely, much love to him. You know what I'm saying? I mentioned it there that he's doing the same thing that he did after the first Wilder fight. You know what I'm saying? He's going and just taking some easy work. Schwartz, Wallin, those guys. Now he's doing the same after the rematch. Just, I don't know what he's doing, man. Yeah, so that, I mean, that's news. Yes, that's definitely news. You know what I'm saying? So that, I think he wants to fight December 5th. I think it's scheduled for Fury to fight December 5th, and he wants to take this fight in 1 month. I mean, this is just weird. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's February 2nd. It's February 2nd, and he's going to fight. Like, okay, that's just weird. That just is sketchy stuff right there. You know what I'm saying? Salute Big Coop again one more time, man. Thanks so much. Regis Anila. Yeah, we're going to get into that in a moment. Yes, sir. I'm just going to get the comments right here quick. So, yeah, we're going to get to Regis Progress, definitely, man. The things he said, Bruce goes in the building. Thank you guys so much, man. A few. We almost done. I know, man. But let's hope, man. Let's hope and pray, man. Let's keep our faith high, that we have a great 2021. Man, this is just nuts. I really, thankfully, man, I've been productive. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you guys have been too. You know what I'm saying? Working and doing things. I mean, that hasn't changed with me. But generally speaking, man, rest in peace to all those who have passed away this year. Just, fighters, coaches, and my gosh, I just don't even want to. But yeah, man, we just got to keep our prayers and let's be hopeful, you guys. Let's be hopeful for 2021, man. And it is what it is. And with boxing, I think it's gonna get way better, you guys. We're just seeing the tip of the iceberg of great things in boxing. I've been saying it. You know, I'm saying everything ever since boxing came back from the quarantine and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's saluting here. Thanks so much, man. So I think we're going to have good stuff, man. We're going to have good stuff in 2021. Crazy to say, 2021, man, this is crazy times flying by. Crazy. One of my things that helps me go back in time is my gaming channel. So I'm saying, go check out my gaming channel, man. It takes me back in time. Time is just going by so fast. Sometimes I wish I were a kid again. You know what I'm saying? It's just nuts. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. Expressions. You are right. You are trying to, yeah, thank you, Zeno. Expressions, there you go. That's what I was trying to explain. Expressions in one language aren't, shouldn't be literally translated to another expression. Yeah, to another language. Sorry, Zeno, you're right. Thank you. Yeah, you guys are awesome. You guys get the words out of my mouth that I'm trying to say. Thank you, man, so much. Yeah, I'm not a big gamer. No, it's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good. You guys have family, friends that like games. Go ahead and, send them my link, man. It's clean fun. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm clean anyway. So you already know how it is with my channel. You know what I'm saying? In that channel too, no vulgar language, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Keep it clean fun. You know what I'm saying? So, Usyk is overrated. That's the thing. That's the thing. Ronald Rene Howard Cosell. Bro, I'm so sorry, bro. Who's Howard Cosell? I know, man. I know. I don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? I learned from all you guys. I learned from all you. Please tell me who that is. I hope it's a compliment. I hope it's a compliment. So, Usyk, man, I wasn't impressed, dude. And that's the thing. I expected a lot from Usyk against Chisora. Chisora at a prime, 36 years old. His best days are behind him. 9 losses, if I'm not mistaken, before he fought Usyk. Now he has 10. I mean, it's like, dude, Usyk, you should have. And I think he just. I'm not here to offend anybody. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I think he just dedicates too much on dancing, too much on footwork. You got to dedicate to speed, and power, man. And because Saturday night didn't cut it for the heavyweight division, family. I'm sorry, man. I like Usyk, man. He's a cool guy, though. You know what I'm saying? In the post-press conference, or I don't know, press conference, but post-interview, I guess. He's a nice guy. He's cool. I would like to hang with him, but, it would be hard with the language barrier. But he seems like a cool guy. You know what I'm saying? Really cool guy. But what I saw in the ring, man, it didn't impress me. Definitely a condo. That wasn't an impressive. It wasn't. I wasn't impressed by Usyk. Definitely, LeVar. I wasn't either. I was disappointed, man. I enjoyed the fight, though. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the fight. I always enjoy boxing. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy the sport of boxing, but that's what I'm tired of this media stuff, just hyping these guys up. I'm tired of all this hype. You know what I'm saying? And thankfully, new media, these platforms that are coming out, you know what I'm saying? New media, or whatever we call it, right? Boxing community, real boxing fans, we're speaking up. And we're going to keep speaking up and speaking out, you know, about the truth with the sport of boxing, about what real people see. You know what I'm saying? Real fans see, you know, analysts of the sport. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, man. I'm tired of all this. Man, that guy he's just getting too hyped, man. Usyk has a lot of things to work on. He has to work on his defense too. I mean, did you see how much times Chisora was landing against Usyk? Bro, he definitely has to work on his defense, man. So now y'all know what it is, okay? Y'all know what it is. Now let me get to what he was. He wants Anthony Joshua, man. He wants Anthony Joshua. He said something like I said, before the fight in before round one, I was saying, you know, he's a unique character. Y'all know him. You know, Usyk. He's a funny guy. I mean, he's a unique character. I mean, I guess we could say it like that. He's a unique character. And background, you know, and it helps my mind flow, you know, smoothly and stuff like that while I'm talking. So if you guys can hear me, everything good still? Okay. So now what he said in the post, in that interview after the fight, you know, he said, "I'm coming for you, Anthony Joshua. I'm coming for you." It's like, yeah, he's a weird character, man. That guy's weird, yo. I don't know, man. But anyways, he wants to fight Anthony Joshua, okay? Now, I'm sure, you know, dude, he's not even close to an Anthony Joshua. He's not even close, dude. You know, I'm not. He's ranked. Check this out, guys. He's ranked like last time here, the updated November rankings or something like that. WBC has Alexander Usyk ranked number 2 in the WBC rankings. This is nonsense, man. I mean, I'm saying it with all due respect, you guys. Ranked number 1 in the WBO rankings? Please stop this. I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it sounds like I'm sitting here complaining, but, you know, I just can't. Number 2 in WBC rankings. 1 right below Deontay Wilder. It's like, dude, okay, I would love to see Wilder take him out. You know what I'm saying? Just to prove the world, hey, Usyk, calm down, bro. He's above Luis Ortiz in the rankings, ladies and gentlemen. What's up with this? This is foolish rankings, man. You know, that's why, you know, sanctioning bodies, man, they got to get their act together, man. They definitely got to get their act together. It's just looking foolish. These rankings are looking foolish, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. I just got to say it. He's above King Kong Ortiz, ladies and gentlemen. I got to repeat that. I'm sorry if you hear the dogs in the background. I'm at my house, so, you know, dogs barking away, having their dog life, living their life. You know what I'm saying? They're having fun. You know, the dogs we have here, they have fun. They're just enjoying life, you know. They do sometimes get annoying with all the barking, but whatever. So King Kong, what do you guys think about that? I got to get you. Please give me your opinions, guy. He's ranked above King Kong Ortiz. I mean, dude, what the heck? Nah, it was a domination, but yeah. Old gassed out journeyman. Exactly, man. I wouldn't call it a domination though, bro. I wouldn't even call it that, man. Drinking my coffee here. I wouldn't even call it, because Usyk was getting touched up a lot. Work on defense, slow. I mean, one of the best factors he had was an okay jab. I wouldn't even call it patty cake jabs most of the night, but I mean, it was good. I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying he sucks. Of course not. You know what I'm saying? But it was a fun fight to watch. But he got a lot of things to work on. I wouldn't call it domination. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is. He won. G5's in the building. What's going on, G5? G5 family. What's going on, G5? That wasn't an impressive win for Usyk at all. But I did have it 7-5. Yeah, I remember that at Kondo. I had it close, man. 10-2, Zeno? Nah, bro. Come on, dude. Nuh-uh. Usyk, 10 rounds, bro? No way, dude. But it's all good, man. That's how you saw it. If that's how you saw it, it's all good, man. I mean, I don't think so, bro. But Usyk has, yeah. He leans with the punch. He throws his chin in the air when he throws, and his arms are down. You know, he gets tired. There were times in the fight, man, where Usyk was just standing there. He was tired. He throws a straight left there is more, but I don't have type room. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, I know. Sometimes the space runs out there. Let me go. You guys are chatting away. It's awesome stuff right here. Usyk got no power. Definitely not, man. Now, that's the thing. Yeah, he doesn't have decent. What I did like about Chisora, though, was the upper body movement in the beginning of the fight, in the beginning of the rounds, when he was not gassed out. Chisora has skills, but it's just over with Chisora, man. He just he should call it a career, man. Just time to go, bro. Time to go, Chisora. You did well, bro, but in your career, generally speaking, you're good, bro. I mean, but it's just time to go, Chisora. I mean, it's a badge of honor. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, man. And just drinking my coffee, man. And I thank you guys, man. You know, it's all about you guys. It's all about you guys bringing great content to you guys. And I'm saying great commentary, reflection on the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. It's all about you guys, man. So, Zeno, Usyk got strong, fast feet. But, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Usyk, I mean, his footwork's nice. For heavyweight division, it's really nice. I like it. But, yeah, a lot of wasted movement. I mean, it's a BS. Make Wilder. Yeah, of course. I don't know what Fury is doing, playing around here, fighting this. Dude, this is going to be I don't know the words, but if this trilogy goes down, oh my gosh, the world is going to be stuck on the screens. The eyeballs of the world are going to be stuck on screens. I mean, I love it, you guys. This is just like I'm saying, boxing. You guys, we got good stuff in the sport of boxing now. It's slowly turning to great things, and I've been saying it, and we're gonna see great things, you guys. I love it. G5, it's a clear duck. Yeah. Fury tap dance. Yeah, because he knows if the fight is on a even playing field, he will not have an advantage. You know, I'm going for Wilder, man. I think Wilder's gonna really do something. I mean, I don't want to talk too much right now because I want to wait till it's official. You know, I don't like talking too much about something that's not official, but it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But Fury's just, I don't know what the heck he's doing, man. And if he beats this guy, what that guy's name is, I forgot his name. On December 5th, if that guy takes the contract or whatever, signs, he's probably going to fight Anthony Joshua, according to Bob Arum. So I don't know, man. I don't know about Fury. Who knows what that guy's up to, man? I mean, yeah, we need a reset in 20. Yeah. Hopefully everything's going to do well, man, in 2021, bro. We're getting a great ending and boxing, definitely, bro. And I hope in your personal lives also. And I'm saying definitely, man. I hope you guys are doing great, you know, in the end of this year. I'm a gamer. I'm on 2K right now. Oh, G5. Check my channel, bro. I got the link in the description here. I should be in the description of this video, of this live. And even if you're not a gamer, you know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily for gamers, my channel, my other channel. It's for people who just appreciate, you know, and want to go back in time. Just sit back and listen to it and watch it. You'll love it, man. It's good stuff. I'm putting up good games, man. And it's vintage. It's all from back in the day. My heart's back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love the time. You know, it depends on your generations, but I love the late 80s, early 90s. Man, bro. The 90s, man, I loved it. I'm still a gamer. COD, Madden. Oh, Madden is one of the ones. But I'm doing vintage Madden. I'm doing the roots, definitely, man. I'm going to do the roots of Madden soon to come. Oh, man, I got some good stuff for you guys. And I plan to do some stuff in my boxing channel, this channel, also on this platform that's mixed with gaming. Oh, I got some good stuff for y'all, man. Heck yeah. The legendary announcer, Ali's pal. Oh, Bruce, I didn't know that. Awesome, bro. I appreciate that, bro. I'm humbled, you know what I'm saying? But it's a long road, you know what I'm saying? We're still going. We're still pushing, you know what I'm saying? I do it for the love of it. Y'all know it. I'll do it for the love of the sport, you know what I'm saying? And it's for the love of you guys, Drink my coffee here. So G5 says here, Usyk punches like he was. Yeah. I was, bro, you have to not have nice, crisp punches. Psst, psst. You know what I'm saying? Crisp punches. Pop, pop. You know what I'm saying? Come on. You got to pick it up, bro. Usyk, come on, man. I mean, and now he's calling out. Now he's calling out Anthony Joshua. Let me get back to the rankings. You got Alexander Usyk, ranked 2 in the WBC. Let me repeat it. Alexander Usyk ranked 1 in the WBO. That's just whack. I mean, come on. This is nonsense. Luis Ortiz, how would he fight? How do you guys think a fight would be with King Kong Ortiz and Alexander Usyk? I'd love to see it. Before Luis Ortiz gets older. Come on, bro. Come on. King Kong. He's just, oh, man, he needs to fight more, bro. King Kong kind of reminds me of, Gary Russell, Rigondeaux. Oh, man, I want to see him fight, man. He has too much talent, too much potential, man. And we know the story with Luis Ortiz. He would clock Usyk. He would right. Andy Ruiz is ranked 4 in WBC. Usyk is above Ruiz. Please. In the WBO, Andy Ruiz is ranked 5. And Usyk 1. This is whack. These are whack rankings, you guys. WBA, Alexander Usyk is ranked 2 above Wilder. Come on, man. This is just whack. Why am I saying all this? Because Usyk hasn't proved much at all in the heavyweight division. I'm sorry. I respect him, though. I enjoyed the fight. I really enjoyed it. Go back to if there are any new listeners or whatever, or who will listen eventually this live, go back to the fight I called. I enjoyed the fight. Definitely respect both fighters, man. It was fun to watch. Great guy, you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about the rankings here. I'm talking about what I saw, what a lot of boxing community saw. Usyk got a lot of things to work on. Go fight Efe Jogba. I think that would be more reasonable. Go fight Efe Jogba. Efe Jogba, he has things to work. I mean, that would be decent. Go fight Chris Arreola. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be interesting? Go fight Andy Ruiz. I just mentioned that, but go fight Andy Ruiz. Go fight maybe even Daniel Dubois. That would be nice. After Joe Joyce, Daniel Dubois, make a Dubois Usyk fight. That would be nice. Go fight Kubrat Pulev after he fights Anthony Joshua. That would be nice. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. It's interesting to see what Usyk's next move is going to be. Okay, it's interesting. It's going to be interesting what Usyk's next move is going to be. Okay, I just I just can't find the words, man. These are foolish rankings in the sanctioning bodies. Foolish rankings. This is just foolish. But anyways, I'm just trying to get my point across with Usyk and who he should fight next. Anthony Joshua will annihilate Usyk. He will annihilate and make him look like a dang, you know what I'm saying, prospect. You just get out of the way. Anthony Joshua's ringside in the fight. Dude, Anthony Joshua make Usyk look like a kindergarten boy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would love to see it though. You want to step up to the big leagues, then go fight the big leagues. See what happens. Yeah, I only had like a handful of videos, Bloodborne and Grim, Fandango. Oh, okay. Not much else. Haven't played a video game in over a year. Oh, it's all good, bro. I mean, I really don't have too much time either. You know what I'm saying? But I try to. I do when I have time, and I fit some time. I have a weird schedule, you know what I'm saying? And I always fit something in that I like to do. It's therapy to me, you know what I'm saying? A myriad of things. And a matter of fact, I plan on posting a video on Instagram. I'll probably go live. I'm not sure. I don't know how to do the hands-free when I record, but I plan on putting like a clip on me playing the drums in Instagram. So yeah, man, definitely, man. I just love doing a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely, I feel. But boxing is my video game. That's right on, bro. Bruce goes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that moment, right? Oh, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you through the 60s, through the 80s. Wow, man. Okay. What's that guy's name again? Let me go back up just real fast, man. Let me go back. I'm going to do it right now, but I'm just going to keep it as a reference just real fast. And then we're going to continue talking. We're going to get to Regis Prograis, right? We're going to get to Regis Prograis. Yes, sir. Regis, man. Wait a second. Howard Coswell. Okay, let me get it right here. Just wait a second, guys. I'm gonna take Howard Coswell. Taking Bruce's advice here. Awesome. I see. Okay, I'm gonna read that later. Okay, definitely, man. So, all right. So we got here Usyk LeVar, I sent you something on the email, bro. Check it out. Check it out if you can. If you can, check it in your email. Usyk was taking some punches. Yeah, he was taking a lot. Joshua knocks out Usyk easily. Of course. Just like what Akondo's saying here. AJ will KO Usyk. Yeah, I mean, too much hype. That's kind of what I don't approve of here. A lot of hype over Usyk. I mean, got a lot of things to work on. Chisora brought out some stuff from Usyk that showed the world, exposed. I guess we could say exposed to a certain extent. Exposed Usyk. I mean, Usyk, you're in the heavyweight division, bro. You gotta get to work. I'm curious who Usyk's next opponent will be. I'm very curious. I'm very curious, man. I'm very, very curious. All right, so let's continue here in the chat real fast, and we're going to there we go. Chisora was dragging them punches all the way from Tokyo, and Usyk was getting hit. Yeah. His early and also later in the bout. Yeah, I feel you, bro. But Chisora was landing a lot, bro. I mean, way too much. Way too much. No volume. Good now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it kind of paused, kind of glitches there. Okay, so earlier, right? Usyk gonna be knocked out the ropes. He got hurt by Chisora, who isn't even that hard of a puncher compared. Yeah, I mean, AJ would obliterate. AJ has a lot more experience, great footwork, great fundamentals. I'm not knocking AJ. I like AJ, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have knocked him. I don't knock this guy. You know what I'm saying? I have knocked him as far as certain things he's done before. For example, disrespecting legendary Double L, Lennox Lewis. That was stupid, man. I mean, come on, bro. You know, I say it as it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm 100 with all these fighters. Keep the same energy, whatever they want to call it. You know what I'm saying? But Anthony Joshua, I did not approve of him disrespecting legendary Lennox Lewis. Anthony Joshua, check yourself, homie. You know, but I'm sure he's a great guy. He's a great guy. But what I'm saying as far as AJ's skills, I don't knock him, man. I don't knock this guy. Of course, he got obliterated by Andy Ruiz in the first fight, but y'all know the story with Andy Ruiz. Great knockout by Andy Ruiz. He just came and, man, he just showed up against Anthony Joshua. You know, and I appreciate Anthony Joshua's skills, man. I like him, even though a lot of people have knocked him. I did not approve of Anthony Joshua and this whole back and forth twisting words around with Eddie Hearn when with the whole buildup of Wilder. That really peed me off, man. That really got me like, Anthony Joshua, what do you fight already? What, it was a year and a half of him just going back and forth. Oh, man, 50 million and on. I won't sell my soul for 50 million and whatever, right? It's like, dude, that really got me mad. I was like, man, Anthony Joshua, you I didn't like that. But for his skills, cool guy, you know what I'm saying? His skills, man, he got more experience. He's been through some more wars. He's been tested. Anthony Joshua is tried and true. You know, and to fight against Usyk, man, Usyk, you're not even close, bro. Whack rankings. Go back if people are just jumping in right now. Whack rankings and WBC, WBA, WBO, putting Usyk above. I mean, come on, man. Whack. You shouldn't be surprised anymore. We know how. Yeah, exactly, man. You're right, Zeno. You're right, man. Usyk will not get past AJ Ortiz, and we all know Wilder would. Oh, I know. As far as Fury, he can go choke on that. On that man, dude. What I kept figuring out is how he's making all these pound for pound. It's corruption. We got to speak it as it is. Curtis is in the building. I think Curtis is around. Curtis. Bro, I sent you something in email, Curtis. Curtis, I sent you something in email, bro. The link, if you can jump in. I don't have credit on my phone, and I couldn't send you a link, bro. I couldn't ask you, throughout the weekend if you want to jump in right now. If you want to jump in, Curtis, go to your email, bro. Go ahead and jump in. You're free. You already know, bro. You already know, Curtis. So yeah, go ahead in your email, bro. I got the link to the show. We're there waiting for you if you can. Okay, if you're busy, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I understand. You know what I'm saying? So got Curtis, the OG, in the building, man. D Hodges is in the building also, man. Thanks so much for jumping in. Usyk, you need to his power up. Yeah. So whack rankings are putting Usyk above a lot of fighters that he should fight. Because he didn't cut it on Saturday night. He just didn't cut it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was fun to watch, though. I called it. It was fun. Really fun to watch. I had fun watching it. Yo, salute, brother. Yes, OG definitely, man, is in the building. So let's continue here. We're going to get to Regis Progress. And that's what I wanted to speak my mind about Usyk, in the heavyweight division so far in his performance against Chisora, which wasn't, Not impressive at all. No, AJ is Mr. Robot. He is also, yeah, he is, bro. But he doesn't have that good fundamental. I think he's all right, man. I think he's all right. He has good footwork. I like his jab. On the inside, he can throw some nice hooks. But yeah, he could have some things to work on. You know what I'm saying? But I like AJ, man. I like him. I think he's all right. Oh, you're like, it's corruption playing stuff. But yeah, it's a bunch of nonsense, man. Them Obama phones. All right, G5. Let me get there in a moment. Hold on, okay. Let me get to the email here. Okay, so now let's get to Regis Progress, you guys. Let's get to Regis. Yes, sir. Regis Progress. Hold on, guys. Let me just get real quick here. Let me send this real fast. So Regis Progress, man. With all due respect, man, I'm not the best with names in the sport of boxing, and these guys I haven't heard of, but he fought some guy named Hernandez or something like that. I don't even remember, man. But I got to say something about Regis, right? 140, if I'm not mistaken, he struggled to make weight, okay? I don't know. I didn't really check the catch. I didn't catch the weigh-in, but I heard something along those lines. Oh, you didn't get it, LeVar? I thought I sent it, man. Just wait a second, you guys. So Regis Progress, okay. Okay, let's check it again, LeVar. I'm gonna go right now. I'm gonna send it right now. Okay, I just sent it right now. Okay, again. Regis Progress and G5 also, okay? G5 also. All right, it's there. Okay, so Regis Pro, it just depends on my dang internet. Sometimes it's slow. Okay, so Regis Progress, guys, knocked out this guy impressively. Now, this is one of the things about Regis Progress, you guys. This is one of the things. Just check me out. Hear me out, please. He did great. Amazing, impressive knockout, man. Left. Wow. Flash lightning left. Power, but I haven't seen, please hear me out. I haven't seen much changes in his game plan, Okay, I know his opponent wasn't the best, I guess, but I want to see him more footwork, a little bit more of the jab. He tried to use, it seemed like he just tried to take out his opponent. See, I wish more, I love Regis, man. He's just awesome stuff. But if you're going to go to 147 welterweight division, if you go to the welterweight division, I don't know, man. I don't know. And in the check this out, guys. In the post fight with Regis Progress, he's calling out Josh Taylor again. I don't know, man. I don't know. He wants to fight Josh Taylor again. I definitely respect Regis Progress heart. And I think he mentioned something along the lines of if they both move up to welterweight, he wants to fight Josh Taylor in the welterweight division. Josh Taylor is very skilled. All around technician in the sport, in the ring. It is what it is. Go back to Josh Taylor versus Regis Progress, the first fight when they fought. I don't know if Regis Progress would cut it, guys, against Josh Taylor again. He was really sharp, what we saw, though, on Saturday night. He was really sharp, really focused. He had his arms down a lot, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he was confident, underestimating his opponent, which you shouldn't do, even though they're underdogs, even though they're unheard of. Never underestimate your opponent. Never get too confident with your opponents. And it looked like Regis Progress was doing that a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he took him out. Impressive fashion. Wow. As a matter of fact, we were going back and forth, me and LeVar Cooper, talking about the fights and stuff like that on Instagram. And while I was, sending a voice message to LeVar, boom, the knockout came. And I was like, oh, he knocked him out. LeVar, he knocked him out. It was awesome. TJ Sports Nation. What's up, family? Thanks so much for tuning in, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you're not subscribed here, man. Thank you so much for, community that loves the sport of boxing. That's all it is here. You know what I'm saying? Taylor gets Progress in second fight. Man, you think so? You think, yeah, he will. I don't know if it's going to happen, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this fight's going to go down. I don't know. I understand Regis wants his revenge, you know what I'm saying? But he said it in the post-fight that he wants Taylor. He's looking for the rematch. And I agree. I agree. I think Josh Taylor, he is he's gonna get the second fight. I'm sorry, he's gonna take him out. Not maybe by knockout, no, but he's gonna box him out. I mean, Josh Taylor's a little bit too skilled, man. He's a little bit too skilled. I mean, I haven't seen improvement in Regis' game. I'm sorry, I just but he's really sharp. But you can't just depend on your power punches, man. You can't just do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do that. That's the thing about Regis. But he had his arms down against that opponent. I don't know, man. It seemed like he was trying something new. Check me out. Hear me out, you guys. It seemed like Regis Prograis was trying something new, using his head work, head movement. He was using his head movement against that opponent Saturday night. But you can't do that against Josh Taylor, bro. You cannot do that. Nuh-uh. TJ Sports, for show, bro. Yeah, thanks so much, bro. Thanks so much for your support, man. I feel Josh got a gift. Right. Yeah. Soccer Training Club is in the building. Thank you so much, Soccer Training Club. Man, y'all jumping in. Thanks so much. Let's get up on here. LeVar Cooper, how you going? How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Good, man. We're gonna chop it up. Let's keep chopping it up, man. What did you think about Regis?
Hey, he looked impressive. I think he was trying to send a statement. At times, he was throwing a couple of wide punches, but he looked impressive.
But of course he did. He's sharp, very sharp. How do you think he would do against a Taylor in a rematch, though, man? I don't see him winning, man.
Yeah, I don't see him winning that fight either. He's just too good, man. Really, really too good.
Pretty much. I mean, there's nothing else to say. There's really nothing else to say there, And I don't know. Like I said, I understand. I mean, he wants his revenge. He wants to. But I don't know why he has his eyes a little bit too much on Taylor. You got a lot more opponents, and I don't know. What do you know about this, LeVar? And once again, LeVar, man, family's in the building. LeVar Cooper, you know what I'm saying? We've been in contact. We've been in contact for a minute, and Instagram, definitely family loves the sport of boxing. Cooper, can you just talk a little bit about yourself real quick so the community can get to know you just a little bit?
Oh, absolutely. And first off, I want to thank Renee Box Young for having me on. It's an honor, truly an honor to be on here, taking me out of my comfort zone. Yeah, I'm LeVar. Did 20 years in the Marine Corps, just retired. So just trying to find something different to do instead of leading Marines all day. Family man, and I just love talking sports. I'm from Norfolk, Virginia, hometown of the greatest defensive fighter, Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker.
Heck yeah, man! Awesome stuff, man. So, have you heard about Regis moving up to the welterweight division? Did he struggle to make weight in this last fight, in his recent fight?
Yes, well, with this fight, I know that he didn't make weight. But I know besides Taylor, I want to say he's been calling out AB, Adrian Broner. I don't know if you heard that, Renee, but I think they were talking about that this past Saturday.
They had a feud. They have had a feud for a minute. So they have had a feud for a minute. So before we get to that, we have Kurt Sugar. He's going to jump up on in here. The historian. That's what I'm talking about. I think it says here devices not connected. I'm sure it will be in a moment. We'll just. I think Kurt says the devices are not connected, but I'm sure he'll get it here. Can you get back on, Curtis? Just try to jump back on in. Some reason it came just out. It just clocked out. Just try to jump on back in, Curtis. Okay. Here we go. Curtis Anderson is in the building, the historian. He doesn't need an introduction. How you doing, Kurt?
Hey, Renee, what's going on? What's going on, chat, and the young man that's on the panel? Great fights this weekend, man. I enjoyed every last one of them.
I did too, man. Kurt, just your quick overall, what did you think about Usyk, man?
I don't see what other people see in Usyk. He's far from a bum. He's not that. I like to look at boxing from the objective perspective. He's good, but this pound for pound list, and they had him beating Evander Holyfield, and I don't see none of that. I wasn't impressed with Usyk on Saturday. Chisora looked like he should be fighting in your uncle's cookout. Very amateurish, man. Wild swing, off balance, very sloppy. no game plan, no nothing. I seen Chisora look a lot better than that, but Usyk, he did what he had to do. I wasn't really impressed, so he kind of coasted to victory. I did give Chisora some rounds on aggression, but that's about it. Chisora did get hurt, but I don't think a lot. Usyk, he has to get better. This is second heavyweight fight. He fought Chaz Witherspoon. He didn't look good in that fight to me. So, uh, you know, uh, Usyk, I just don't see the magical all-time greatness from him like some people pin him to be.
I don't either. Definitely not. And like you said, I mean, bum, of course not. Y'all know my channel. I don't even call anybody bums. Definitely not. I like what Cali Enigma's approach is also. Salute to Cali, man. He's always shouting me out, man, every time I jump above and then in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Much love to Cali. You know what I'm saying? Family, and he said it recently. Interesting stuff. I think it was in the post-fight of Usyk, I think it was. He went live, like many platforms do, do their post-fight reactions. And Cali said that. He said, I don't call anyone bum. I don't want to call fighters bums. And I think he said he talked about some he used to do it before, but not anymore. Not even Tomato Can. And I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely don't do that. My platform, I don't do that, man. Definitely not. Just like with Kurt Sugar. I don't definitely not Usyk's not even near that. He has skills. But yeah, I was definitely not impressed, man. Definitely not impressed about it. Usyk's performance and Chisora against the Chisora, the type of Chisora that Kurt just explained right now. I mean, yeah. Usyk's a little bit too hyped, man. Too hyped. So this guy got to calm down, work his way up the ladder. Like I said, the rankings are whack. He doesn't even deserve to be up there in the rankings how he is right now. So they're just whack. Fight your way to the top, Usyk. Fight your way to the top, and then we'll see. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll see. We have Stark Training Club. Real quick question. Just wait a second, you guys. Hold on. Kurt, just in case.
I'll take over till Renee comes back. Question from Soccer Training Club. Question panel. I feel Monster Inoue fight got the short end of the stick with the American fights in Tank versus Leo.
Can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me? Everything good?
Are we getting you now?
Yes.
Yeah, my fault. Yeah, it's because I got a radio in the background, online radio, and when the songs change, kind of like cuts off or something. I don't know why. Okay, real quick. Sorry for cutting in. What were you saying, Curtis?
No, I was just reading a question from Soccer Training Club. He's saying is programming the same day bad for business? Yes, Soccer Training Club. You back, Renee?
Yeah, go ahead. Continue, Kurt. Go ahead and answer the question. Go ahead.
Yeah, Soccer Training Club, it is bad for business. Back in the day, you had fights that was on daytime and the main event was at night. So they kind of work with each other, no matter the promoter. I remember watching Sugar Ray Leonard and Davey Boy Green in the daytime, and then at night you had Larry Holmes. You had like 3 different cards in one day. I remember watching Michael Spinks fight Diamond Jim McDonald, and then that night they switched to Roberto Gomez versus Rocky Lockridge later that night. So yeah, because Inoue fight kind of got buried, because of the Tank and Leo fight. That was the fight of the weekend. Very impressive. Inoue. I had both fights going at the same time. You guys know how I feel about boxing, and that fight kind of got, lost in the shuffle. But Inoue, he looked real good. I want to see him versus Casemiro. So that would be a barn burner. I would love to see that fight. And Tank, great performance against Leo Santa Cruz. So he's on his way to stardom. It was a great day of boxing. I really, really enjoyed it. And, this week we got Gamboa versus Haney.
Oh my gosh, it's this week. Yes. I love it. Great fights one after the other. And very true, Kurt. Like, Inoue, he was like kind of buried, man. Definitely buried. with all the action that we were seeing Saturday night, man. Saturday afternoon, it all started with Usyk and Chisora, man. I mean, even though it wasn't maybe domination at all with Usyk and we already know, right? But it was just packed with boxing, and Inoue was kind of left in the dark there. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? Because Inoue is great, man. Great stuff. I loved, he performed amazing, great stuff Saturday night. You know what I'm saying? So we got G5 in the building. How you doing, G5?
Renee, salute my brother. Kurt Sugar, salute, OG. My boy, salute to the chat. How everybody doing?
Good.
What's up, Gabe?
Ah, man, blessed, man, blessed. Too blessed to be stressed around here, man. But I had got kicked off, and then I had to jump back in. I know we was talking about the Usyk. I see we was going over the monster fight as well. I guess I'll touch on that. Well, Monster, I mean, he's a pretty good fighter. I mean, I don't see enough of him, but I do know who he is because I've done my own research or whatever. But I agree with you guys. He did kind of get drowned out by the other fights. On the Usyk, man, I'm not impressed. I agree with you guys. I can't call up anybody a bum, especially feeding their family through the boxing ring. They put their life on the line. I can't call them a bum. Whether I like their fight style or think they're a good fighter, they're different, but I can't call them a bum. But, I mean, he moves pretty well, but, I mean, it's the heavyweight division. Like, you got to put some FU behind some punches and, make somebody respect you. And what I see, I mean, he's not that fast. Like, I agree with you, Renee. He's not that fast. Like, I'm looking at his punches. I'm like, they're like telegraph, like robotic. Like, man, you don't want to fight Wilder. Even AJ, they can say AJ's robotic or whatever, but AJ will decapitate Usyk quickly. I give him maybe 6 rounds, maybe. And, because Chisora, he's not predicated on a defensive type of a fighter. He's aggressive. He just want to go to war and bang and make it a phone booth fight. Throw wild loopy punches and, follow up with a straight jab. I mean, there's nothing too fancy about him, but he's a game opponent and he's not going to go anywhere. But Usyk got a lot of praise for being, undisputed and having the Olympic medal and all those good things like that. But, I mean, at the heavyweight in 2 fights, I mean, you haven't looked impressive in neither one. So, not a bum, but, I mean, the top 5 heavyweight, you don't want any of those problems. You might want to drop down. I mean, even the Big Baby, you know what I'm saying? Not Miller, but the other young Big Baby, try to fight one of them first, and I think he'll lose that fight, in my opinion. So I don't think he should go out to anybody in the top. If he want to fight AJ, go ahead and fight him. I believe he'll lose, though.
Pretty much, man. Well said. Definitely. I agree, man. You're right on, bro. I agree. I mean, and that's the thing here. Any new listeners, subscribers, this is a level-headed platform. You know what I'm saying? Level-headed. We're fair about things. You know what I mean? And we see things from an unbiased point of view, and we just speak what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because we love the sport of boxing. We see skills in the ring. We see what fighters bring to the ring, and that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? That's why, it's great to have you guys on here, man. Thank you guys so much, man. I didn't even expect to have you guys on. I was going to, chat away, and thank you guys so much, man. Y'all jumped in the building, and we're good to go, man. Now, Let's jump to LeVar real quick, man. Let's jump to LeVar. Thanks so much, G5, for jumping up on in here. Definitely, man. LeVar, so who do you think Regis Prograis should fight next, LeVar?
Well, he wants Taylor, right?
Yeah, he's looking for the rematch, but then again, now he's talking about, Adrian Broner, but who do you think he should fight? Maybe he'll go up to 147. What do you think should be next for Regis?
Well, I know that he was having weight issues this past Saturday, so maybe it's time for him to move up. I don't see why not. If he wants that fight with Adrian Broner, go for it. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. You only live one time, man. You should go out there and try to fight the best. I mean, AB, he needs a fight. I know he hasn't been looking impressive in his last couple of fights, and I know that everybody's been dogging AB because they want to see the old AB that will let his hands go and all that stuff. So I think he should go up there and fight AB and see what happens.
Would be nice to watch. What do you think about that, Kurt, with Regis?
Either Adrian Broner or Barrios will be a good scrap. He needs a name opponent because he's out there now fighting Taylor. I don't think he can beat Taylor. I just think it's not a good matchup for him. So if I was him, I'd go after Bruner. Bruner has a name, it's a high profile fight, and it's a good fight. That's a 50-50 fight because Bruner never wins his big fights. And Prograis could win that fight. I will call out Bruner.
Nice, man. Nice. I wish it's the same story. That's the thing. Oh man, that's the thing that's kind of like a thorn in my spine, I guess we can say. It picks at me, because we all know the story with Adrian Broner. He got the skills, he has the talent, he has the hands, he has the great defense. I mean, he has it, but will he use it? That's like the question. What do you think, G5? Do you think he should go ahead and fight AB?
Man, yeah, that'll probably be one of my first picks. They already have, a back and forth dialogue, with, be wanting to fight each other back and forth, talking junk and shit like that. But I mean, I will say Barrios, but Barrios is a little bit more active right now. In Progress, he done had a little layoff, so that was kind of his first fight in a little while since so I think Barrios is a little bit more active, and I'll go with Broner first. He has been out too, so he is a name, and I mean I think it'll be a good fight because despite the contrary of what people want to believe and say about Adrian Broner, he's gonna put butts in the seats. He sells tickets, regardless. People are intrigued to see him at the press conferences and to come watch a fight. They know he has a skill, but you're not for certain what Broner you're going to get, but that he's going to bring attention to people. So, I mean, Regis, it'll be a good fight for him. I mean, I'm interested to see it because they already don't like each other. So, let's just go ahead and settle the score and fight. Then after that, I mean, he can look to Barrios or something like that. Because if he don't really have a major belt, he's not going to get the Josh Taylor or Ramirez. So he can kind of not even look at them right now. He got to work his way back up some. So, I'll say Broner and Barrios and then see where he goes from there.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be cool to watch him fight Adrian Broner, definitely. Kurt, real quick, I want to jump off to you. Kurt, what did you think of Regis Prograis' performance Saturday?
Well, it was a good performance. He was picked to win by many people. Heraldez, I don't think was a major threat, even though he was undefeated, but hasn't fought anybody of note. And it was this too big of a step up fight for Heraldez to handle the power of Prograis. So I kind of knew Prograis was going to get him out there early. Prograis is a good fighter. He needs a test like a Broner, somebody of that note. Or if he moves up to 147, he could take on some of the big dogs. I don't think he's going to do well at 147 pounds. It just seems to me he's missing something. I was kind of disappointed in his performance against Josh Taylor. I thought he would perform better. He's not defensive responsible like I thought he would be. He got hit with a lot of punches that he shouldn't be getting hit with. His range is all wrong. Josh Taylor had long arms and a lot of length. And, when you fight a man like that and you're short, you can't fight him for mid-range. You have to be in his chest. Like you saw the aggression of Tank or somebody like a Marciano or Mike Tyson. Their short fighters are effective when they bury their head in your chest because they can get underneath the punches because of the height. But he didn't see that, and I was kind of disappointed in Prograis. Prograis is a fighter, that he's a very good fighter. Was a former champion, but he's limited. It depends on who he fights. He'll have problems with the welterweights. I'm telling you that now. His defense should be better. He has to work on his defense.
Pretty much, man. That's exactly what I think. That's why I said earlier. I don't know. Like if he moves up to 147, it would be interesting. But that's kind of what I was thinking. Like something's missing with Regis. You know what I'm saying? I think it would be great for him to nice test. for Adrian Broner, for him to fight Adrian Broner. And but yeah, man, his defense, that's something about it. I wish he would use a little bit more footwork too. You know, that would help with his defense also. But when he fought this guy Heraldez, that's his name. Yeah, Heraldez. Thanks, Kurt. Yeah, I don't know, man. His arms were down and he was trying to use the head work, which was cool. But you know, that's why he was getting hit a lot by Taylor. So that I don't think, you know, rematching Taylor is out of the question here. And I think it would be a nice step up for him to go with Adrian Broner. Definitely, man. Definitely. So we'll see what happens with the Regis Pro race, man. But he has a lot of potential. You know what I'm saying? Power, wow. But we'll see. I think it would be perfect for him to go with Adrian Broner. That's what we got to do. But we'll see what happens, man. Definitely. So let's get to, man. Oh yeah, y'all gonna know what we're gonna talk about right now, man. Man, Leo Santa Cruz, Tank Davis. Off. All right, so where do we start? Okay, where do we start? LeVar, what's your general reaction, bro? We're gonna go one by one here. LeVar, general reaction, Leo Santa Cruz to Tank Davis.
Man, it was a good fight. Leo, at the beginning of the fight, Leo, he was in there. He was, you know, standing his ground. But man, Tank just took it to another level. I mean, that uppercut, man, I just saw Leo's soul leave his body, man. I was like, oh my gosh, that was a devastating knockout. You can't pick against Tank, man. Tank, he's a monster. He's a monster. I really don't know or who could beat him. I think once he gets his weight, you know, once he gets his weight under control and all that stuff, he's a monster.
Oh, my fault. I was doing other things there. Yeah, he definitely is. Kurt, I just want to hear you guys first. Kurt, what do you think? General reaction, man.
Well, I picked Tank in 8. Leo Santa Cruz just wasn't strong enough. When there's a big fight, I match up the styles and I study the fighters. I pretty much knew Santa Cruz when he was an amateur, and Tank Davis, I've been following him for a while. I just thought Tank would be too strong. I just thought Leo throws a lot of punches that can work against you because now you're opening up for counters. Tank hits really hard. And so the fight went the way I thought it would go. I told people that Santa Cruz would have his moments. He would hit Tank. But the way Tank body is structured, that I knew he would absorb the punches because he has that, you know, that shoulders, his neck, and, you know, and you look at somebody like Ryan Garcia. So body structure, that's why I bring his name up. It's very telling. He's shaped like a tank. You know, he has that wrestler's build. Canelo and Broner, they all shape. They have a wrestler's build, so they're able to absorb punches. And Leo doesn't hit that hard. So when he started walking Leo down, I kind of knew it would be just a matter of time. And throwing the uppercut, a short fighter is very dangerous because the punch is coming from underneath. You seen Anoya Nui use the uppercut, Charlo, Povetkin. It's like 4 or 5 guys done used the uppercut to perfection, and Tank Davis used it on Saturday. It was a brutal knockout, man. You know, when I say the uppercut, when you look at Povetkin and White and Davis and Cruz, those are knockouts of the year candidates. So, and that's not by coincidence. Tank has a very good uppercut body movement. You have to be athletically and defensively sound to deal with Tank. Any power punch, you know, that's the science of boxing. You have to use your footwork and have athleticism. And Leo stood against the ropes. That was perfect for Tank to come underneath with the uppercut. But it will be very interesting to see Tank against an athletic fighter like a Devin Haney or Gary Russell Jr. I would love to see it because you're going to have to think instead of, you know, your power coming into play. A power puncher can be neutralized. Look what Fury did to Wilder, and it's no different. So Tank, a nice win. Now he moves on to greener pastures, and I want to see who he fight next. I want to see. You got a lot of people down there, man. 130, 135.
Yes, definitely, man. A lot of great competition, potential great competition. G5, what was your general reaction on the fight?
I think I like it. It was a good fight. I like that they didn't. I mean, from the jump, it came out and it was phone booth style fight, and I was just like, okay, Leo's actually surprised me. I know
Yep.
he'll
Yeah.
get in, mix it up, and then try to control and use his range and distance. But I was highly surprised, and I was, I gained a lot of respect for him because he came out the gate and just was like, you know what, let, let me try to see if I can absorb and take his power, because that was one of his biggest concerns. Would he be able to take Tank's power? He talks about it through all the press conferences and all. Like I was like, man, okay, that's fine, man. Get off of that and just focus on how you're gonna avoid getting hit with those uh, power shots. I think he utilized his jab, but he kind of had it at, he didn't change up the pace of it. And if you throw a lot of jabs and a lot of punches, you know, like I agree with Kurt, it can backfire on you. It can be a gift and a curse. It can help you to, get hit somebody else with something they might not see, or people can time you and start to counter you, and that's what Tank started to do. Like once he seen Leo was gonna keep coming and he's gonna punch, okay, he started taking like jabs because he didn't respect the power. So he just walked him down. I'll take this jab right here. It's all right because I'm setting you up for something. So when he got on the ropes and Tank pushed him back with both his mitts, like boom, pushed him back against the ropes. I was like, oh yeah, he just gauged his range and distance. He threw a jab. He let Leo throw a couple, and bow. The uppercut was beautiful. And, he kind of sidestepped to the left and hit him, came back with the left. Sometimes people sidestep and come back with a right, but he didn't even see the left coming. It was beautiful. I mean, I like to see where he goes from here, campaigning at 130 or 35. It's a lot of smoke down there. Berchelt, I mean, Shakur down there. I mean, man, it's loaded down there. So it's pretty much up to him, I guess, which way he want to play it. I mean, but I do need to see him fight an athletic fighter as well. Somebody who can move and punches just as fast as you can, or has somewhat or similar power as you. Because what are you gonna do when you get in an even tighter pressure situation? Like, how can you handle that? And adversity will show you exactly what a fighter's made of. So I mean, good performance. Beautiful punch. Now let's see where they go from here. That's my take.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Let me get to the comments here because saying good stuff here also. Yeah, so we got here is Kurt. Kurt, can you answer this one? Have we turned the corner on having more and more audience and fights? What are your thoughts, Kurt?
Well, boxing, it depends on the fighters. When you have two guys that they styles match and they have the personalities, people will come out and support that fight. Even a farce like Mayweather McGregor, but that's not the first model that has happened. Ali fought a football player by the name of Lyle Alzado in an exhibition match that was successful. He also fought an MMA Japanese fighter, Antonio Inoki, in 1976, and it did 1.4 billion. So that model,
Wow.
Mayweather just followed that model that Ali set. That's not the first time a boxer fought an MMA fighter. Inoki basically was an MMA fighter. He's a martial artist / wrestler in Japan, very popular, and it did 1.4 billion worldwide. So, when you have the personality of a fighter, you could fight anybody, a crossing guard. People's going to come out and see you. Mayweather, De La Hoya, Sugar Ray Leonard, Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali. Fighters like that becomes the face of boxing. Uh, that's what boxing needs to uphold the sport. Mayweather did it with social media, the 24/7. De La Hoya did it with the female fan base. I remember when he fought a guy by the name of Steve Forbes, I believe. 80% of audience were women. I never seen that before, and you had Leonard and Ali did it by becoming Olympic gold medalist and fighting in your living rooms on network TV. If boxing to remain popular, because it fell off a little bit, I would have more fights on free TV, like ESPN, Lomachenko, and Teofimo did 3 million plus. That's great. Spence and Bundle after Olympics, Spence fought right after Olympics. It did 6 million views. So the model for success in boxing is to fight on network TV. And if you had the personality, then I think you can go a long way. That was the motto: fight on network TV. You have to have the opponents. After that, then you become a pay-per-view star. Now, it's very difficult because you can't plan it out like that. Now, Mayweather had a plan, but that was an anomaly. People have to take to you. You have to be a polarizing figure. You're not going to get many Alis anymore, or Leonards, if any, or De La Hoya. I don't know where the next pay-per-view star is going to come from. They try to force it on you because now the market is 300 to 350,000, pay-per-views. Before it was 1 million, but it has waned off because boxing doesn't have a superstar where he becomes a major crossover star.
Wow, great exhaustive answer, man, to that question. Great exhaustive answer. Let me continue real quick to the comments, and we'll continue with Leo and Tank post fight. We got here. Yeah, I wouldn't see. Okay, so I wouldn't mind seeing Tio versus Progress 140. Tio fought back to back. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. Interesting fight right there. Bruce Ghost continues to say Tank was getting. Now this is the thing here. And just like what LeVar was also mentioned. You know what I'm saying? Tank, he was getting tagged. I mean, Leo. He impressed. I was surprised. I was surprised. I liked what Leo was doing for the first few rounds. I really liked it. But then again, we all knew. You know what I'm saying? We all predicted it. And what makes it kind of weird? Why didn't Leo have a different game plan? I mean, okay, he was doing nice. He was doing nice first few rounds. High activity as typical Leo. But that's the problem. He stayed typical Leo. Leo continued his typical Leo fight. And we all knew what was coming. I mean, that's the problem here. I don't know if he had a different game plan. I mean, from what I understood, from what I saw, maybe I'm wrong, but I think he had the height and reach advantage. Why didn't he use his, fight, box from a distance rather just going forward? Because this is one thing a lot of people underestimated about Tank. Tank can box. It's been said time and time again, those who, know about this, Tank can box. He has high ring IQ. He has a decent ring IQ at the right time. He knows how to read his opponents. And, he also had Mayweather, at ringside helping him out, giving some tips, screaming some tips, calm down, be patient, relax. You know what I'm saying? While Leo was just throwing bam, 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 getting a little frustrated. Tank was getting a little frustrated, threw him down. You know what I'm saying? I understand the frustration, but Mayweather was helping him, guiding him, obviously his coach, in the corner. And I think Tank grew a lot too. Be patient. If I'm not mistaken, in the post fight, Gervonta was talking about that. He learned how to be patient. He learned how to study his opponent. As far as Leo, be patient, wait for the right time. So Tank has high IQ. You know what I'm saying? He does. It's not just the knockout power, but he knows how to box. He knows how to read his opponent. He's learning how to wait for the right time. And Leo, I didn't see a different game plan. I don't know what you think about that, LeVar. What do you think about that? You think Leo didn't have a different game plan?
No, I know that. Well, his father didn't want him to revert back to his old ways of just, taking punches. I think his father had a different game plan. And I want to say in an interview before the fight, Leo mentioned that he was going to try to stick to his father's game plan, but if not, he's gonna go back to what he does best. And that Mexican style, it's pretty much almost like brawling a little bit. But I think he should have. I really thought that Leo was going to go the route of what Lomachenko did against Lopez. I thought maybe give up the first couple of rounds to fill him out and try to take Tank in deep waters due to him losing that weight. But like with Kurt, I know they call him the historian, but I call him the Messiah. He was just spot on, with it. Leo tried to stand his ground. He should have used his reach. He he did for the first couple of rounds. I want to say rounds 1 and 2, but then after that, Tank just took over. And I truly want to say that the fight shifted maybe after that 5th round, maybe the beginning of the 6th before the knockout, but I could be wrong.
What'd you think about that, Kurt? About Leo's game plan? You think he had another game plan in mind? Because it looked like the same old Leo, man. I think that was the issue.
Yeah, because he can't do anything else. Boxing is the ultimate truth serum in the square circle, which I call, well, that's the ring. I call it the square circle. You are who you are. Like, for instance, people say when Wilder lost to Fury, yeah, he got to work on his footwork. He got to learn to fight off the back foot. He can't do that. You can't turn Ernie Shavers into Pernell Whitaker. It's not going to work. Certain fighters have certain genetics. They can only do what they're accustomed to doing. And that's Leo. Leo's best chance was to outwork Tank and throw a whole lot of punches. He doesn't have the footwork. That's not who he is. Now, you can work on and improve on some things. It's just like a fighter trying to become somebody he's not. And he's been taught, he gets a different trainer. He's losing in the fight. He's going to revert back to who he was before that new trainer, or he's going to fight the way he used to fight. That's just natural instinct. And that's what a fighter, that's what he does. And I just thought that Leo he got one big mistake, a bad habit. He leans over, and when your face is past your front knee, you're vulnerable to an uppercut. And that's one of Tank's best punches. I knew it was going to land. I just thought it would be a little later. Like I said, Leo he is who he is. He can work on some things, any fighter, but his best chance was throwing a volley of punches, and him being against the ropes, that's not good. This is not Peter Frampton in there, and Abner Mares Tank can really punch. He's very explosive. You have to box Tank. You have to use your footwork and jab. And because like I said, a short fighter has advantage, not a fighter with the reach, because when a short fighter can use his lack of height to his advantage, he has the advantage. Joe Frazier, Rocky Marciano, Mike Tyson, there's been other short fighters, even a Manny Pacquiao, different. Manny start in and out, but a short fighter, if he puts his head and buries his head on your chest, he's going to. Even Muhammad Ali, that's why he has so much trouble with Joe Frazier. That's why Rocky Marciano went undefeated. They understood that I can get close to this guy. I can, with the compact arms. They all hit hard. That's what they have in common. And Tank is so different. So if you came up the way of Tank, excuse me, and he gets close to you, this is the fight right here. Big marches to sell out and get inside. He had to take stuff.
Yeah, I think we had a little connection problem. Kurt, just go ahead and jump back on in. Just go ahead and jump back on in. There was a little cutting off with the voice there. I think it was the signal. Yeah, so just go ahead and jump on in. So G5, what did you think about Leo Santa Cruz's game plan, man?
Everybody has a plan until they get hit. He can think about the game plan that his father had at first, but once those first couple real solid headshots started landing, I think it just kind of changed his mind. Like, forget this game plan. I got to go back to what I'm good at and my bread and butter. The game plan that my father want me to do, it's a safer route, but that's not my style. So once and then the body shot too. Tank was working up and down. Like, people kind of sleep on the work he was putting in. He was working up top to bottom, where he worked bottom to top, because he wasn't really head-hunting at first. He was really, targeting the body. So I think, once he really started to feel Tank power, like body and in the headshots, he's just like, man, I can't go with this game plan that my father wanted me to go with. I just got to go ahead and go for what I know. And that's that's a gift and a curse. That's what you're used to, but it depending on your opponent, you could be at a disadvantage. And Tank is an excellent counter puncher, body puncher, and has a good uppercut. And I mean, this is what it is. I mean, I don't think he really had another game plan, or he had an extra gear. I mean, he kind of stayed in like second gear the whole fight. All his punches come at the same speed. Like, you got to mix it up. So, and I didn't see that.
Exactly. Leo had to mix it up, and too little, too late. But it's just some things I like to reflect on. And for Leo, sorry about Leo's. Exactly. He just stayed in one gear, second gear, didn't mix it up, didn't change gears, and just like what Kurt said, this wasn't an Abner Mares. This wasn't a Frampton. You know what I'm saying? Tank is cut from a different fabric, man. He's just on another level. I mean, it's just it is what it is. He's just on another level, and Leo couldn't keep up with that level. Definitely lie. He couldn't get to that level. So let me get real quick here to the chat, because interesting stuff right here. Akondo, I want to get to Akondo. What he said here is that, however, he got smoked to clear up with Gary, Tio, and Devin. Now Gary Russell coming back on this telephone there, recording himself, right, calling out Tank Davis. Kurt, are you there, Kurt?
Yes.
All right, Kurt, what do you think about that? What should be next for Tank? I know we got all the names out there. A lot of smoke in that division, in the 130, 135, and those divisions. I don't think, this is my personal input before we get to Kurt. I don't think Tank is going to fight any of these names, guys, next. That's just what I think. I think he's being directed like that right now by Mayweather, his CEO, Ellerby. I don't see a Gary. I don't see a Tio. I don't see a Devin. I don't see a Ryan Garcia. I don't see a Shakur Stevenson. I don't see Tank. He's not going to fight these guys next. I think it's going to be another kind of a warm-up fight, and they're going to keep working and building on his stardom, his star-studded, as Ellerby says, star-studded, events. I don't see these, because they're talking a lot about, because Ellerby said after the fight next day, he was interviewed, and, he said, all these guys in these divisions are young. They're going to fight soon. They're going to fight late, sometime soon. But his team, it looks like, his higher ups don't have these names in mind for his next fight. That's kind of what I'm saying here. What do you think's next, Kurt, for Tank?
He's going to probably take a voluntary defense. Somebody's light. And they normally do after a big fight, and then probably fight another big name fighter. Now I'm hearing rumors, him and Ryan Garcia, if Garcia gets past Luke Campbell December 5th on Cinco de Mayo, May, but that'd be too soon for Tank and Garcia to fight. That'd be perfect in the boxing world. That's a Mexican holiday, a major fight weekend, and I think that would be perfect. That's a big fight, especially if Garcia knocks out lukewarm Campbell Soup, which I think he would. I picked Garcia to knock him out. That would be a huge fight. Tank can fight Teal later, or Devin Haney, providing he get past Gamboa. But I have a feeling he's going to fight a voluntary defense, take on somebody light, and then you'll see him fighting a big name. The only thing with Tank, I just want to see him, see how he deals with an athletic fighter like a Devin Haney or a Teofimo Lopez who has power, because now you really have to think, and as you're selling out and coming in, so you can get off your punches. So it'll be very interesting to see. Davis has a lot of momentum, but this is like a golden age in the 130 and 135 pound division. But Renee and panel chat, I got to jump off. I got to make a very important phone call, but I just wanted to share my thoughts, and I'll definitely be on the next show. So I'm gonna make this phone call, and I'm gonna listen to you guys.
Thank you so much, Kurt, man. Thank you so much for jumping in, man.
Yes, indeed.
Take care of your
salute,
business,
Kurt. Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, indeed, man. I'll be listening.
Right on. Stay safe, bro.
All right.
Heck yeah, man. So I Ryan Garcia, clamoring for Tank Davis. He's been doing it on Twitter. Obviously, you don't make contracts through Twitter, right? But this kid has been calling out Gervonta Davis lately. And just like what Kurt said, next fight, Tank most likely mandatory defense, and then after that, hopefully a bigger name. You know what I'm saying? Big name. Ryan Garcia. Now, let me touch upon that. That's what I kind of want to talk about. We'll get to you guys right now. We'll get to LeVar in a moment. And then after that, G5. Okay, I talked about some time ago, made a video about, because this is when Tank was having, disciplinary issues, but I have seen a change. And check this out. Please check this out, guys. In the post-fight, Tank Davis, it seems like he's more focused now. He's more determined. He wants to go back to the gym. Leonard Ellerbe said in this interview I was talking about a moment ago, after the fight of Saturday night, it was Sunday morning, if I'm not mistaken, he was interviewed. And check this out. Ellerbe said that Tank, he wants to go back to the gym. He's going to be more disciplined now. Wow. And I said this some time ago in this video I made about Ryan Garcia, and this was at the time that Tank Davis was kind of having disciplinary issues, for a while. We know that. It's not a secret. I said that Ryan could possibly catch up to Tank if Tank continues an undisciplined lifestyle, okay? Apart from the weight thing. No, we're talking about his discipline. So, but now, okay, but because I talked about in that video, I said, but if Tank really shapes up with his discipline, starts getting in tunnel vision, focus between fights, works on his craft, between fights, stays in shape, et cetera, et cetera. Ryan's not going to catch up to him. And now I see tables turning now in Tank's mindset. Ellerbe explained it clearly. He said, you know what, Tank, he wants to, really get back in the gym now. He wants to be disciplined more. He wants to be more disciplined. He said it. Ellerbe said it. Now I think that Ryan Garcia is possibly not going to catch up and level up to Tank. Tank is on another level. He, and what I saw on Saturday night, Tank, this is dangerous, folks. This is dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. LeVar, what do you think about a Tank and Ryan if it's going to happen next year?
I like the fight. I like Tank versus Garcia. Matter of fact, Mayweather came out and said that he would rather Tank fight Garcia before Lopez. It'll be a great fight. The thing that, I agree with you, Renee. Tank, if Floyd gets Tank away from Baltimore and brings him to Vegas, and he trains in Vegas, Tank is going to be unstoppable. One thing that Garcia has in his corner that is helping him is Canelo. Hey, we all know Canelo is a great fighter, and Canelo has been working with Ryan Garcia. And I really think that Canelo can help Ryan Garcia fix those mistakes, like you've been talking about, Renee, how he likes to pull away or leave his chin up. I really think that Canelo is going to help him fix those issues. I think it's going to be one heck of a fight. Once again, if Tank doesn't mind leaving Baltimore, Maryland, and to go train and stay in Vegas, sky's is the limit. I mean, we all know when Floyd Mayweather was Pretty Boy Floyd, he wanted to smoke with everybody. He didn't care. He was calling out everybody to make a name of himself. And I really think that Floyd is going to try to do the same thing with Tank. There's a lot of great fights out there. I would like to see Tank go straight to Ryan Garcia. I don't know how you feel about that, Renee.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I definitely do. I want to see him fight all the big names, you know what I'm saying? But realistically speaking, that's not going to happen, as far as soon. That's the most logical thing that's going to happen. They're going to keep building Tank's name. He just had a great fight, with Leo. Great name, what I'm saying? Leo, multi-divisional champ, whatever, right? Right? So, like I said, I don't pay attention too much to the belts and stuff like that, but we know Leo is big time. Good stuff. So, I realistically speaking, I don't think Tank is going to fight any big name next. It's going to be, mandatory defense, like Kurt was saying. It's going to be something like that. And then hopefully after that defense, mandatory, warm up, whatever we call it, hopefully it's going to be a big name. I don't think, check this out, guys. I'm going to put it out there. I don't think it's going to be Ryan. Oscar's probably going to protect him. I mean, I'm saying it, you guys. I got to say it. I've been saying it for a while. And just because all this talk that Oscar brings out, and he's done it with Canelo. Oh, we want the best fights for him. We want the best competition. We're not seeing it. We got to be realistic about it. We're not seeing it. Oscar, what's going on? What's going on? And Ryan, I think he's gonna, because because Oscar saw Saturday night. He saw Tank. He saw him. I don't think Oscar's gonna, be quick to put him in with Tank yet. I don't think so. I think they're gonna, like I said, these promoters, man, they love to milk things. They love to milk it. And sometimes they wait too long. But you're right, LeVar. Tank has Eddie Reynoso. He has Canelo. A lot of people are underestimating this. And I talked about it in that video I made months ago. And I recently made a video about, I've been speaking about it recently about Eddie Reynoso, Canelo, and Ryan Garcia. This would be amazing. Canelo is like, Ryan is like Canelo's protege, right? Tank is like Mayweather's protege. And just to see these guys go at it, oh my gosh. But I don't see it, guys, happening next year. I don't think it's going to happen. It's just mark my words. You got, just like I'm saying with Spence and Terrence Crawford, it's not going to happen in 2021. I'm almost positive, you guys. Most likely 2022. Maybe 2023. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm putting it out there. It's most likely good because of these guys with suits, these businessmen, man. I'm not talking about the boxers. I'm talking about the guys above them. You know what I'm saying? Those guys who are pulling the strings. I'm not saying that Spence is being, has strings pulled for him. No, but Bud Crawford, you already know the story there. So I don't think it's going to happen. And I don't know if Ryan will be on Tank's level, man, next year. I think Oscar sees it. But it would be an amazing fight. We all want to see it. What do you think about it, G5? Do you think it will happen next year? And what do you think how that fight would turn out?
Well, Tank and Ryan, they speculate and say they have it in the works for 2021. I mean, I think May Cinco de Mayo is not too fast of a turnaround. I mean, we just hit November. I mean, even if you take a month off or 3 weeks off or however long you choose to take, you still got time to prepare for a fight if it's in May. I mean, I don't think it's too fast of a turnaround. Hell, you in right before your prime about to start, or at the beginning phases of it. Like, you young. Hell, why not fight? I mean, you didn't take too much of a beating in this Leo fight. So, I mean, I would try to jump straight into it. If not, then try to gauge and check the temperature of the Gary Russell fight, since he done came out and said something. So see if y'all can get some, come to agreement and try to get their fight next. I mean, forget taking a tune up, man. Like, now if you have a mandatory, then cool. Since Gary Russell is not ranked in your sanctioning body for your belt high enough, then yeah, if you have to take a tune up, okay. But after that, jump right into it. If you don't have to take a tune up, give us something else. Give us Ryan and Gary. Go ahead and knock some of them off. Like, this, that's, your legacy. You got momentum. Keep that momentum going. Like, get another good fighter. And keep and continue to build from that way. Like, you're a star, but you could be a bigger star if you go ahead and knock off some of these, even some more bigger names or champions in different weight classes, or somebody else that's a credible, solid opponent, rather than, fighting somebody that we don't really know about. So, I mean, he does seem to be more focused. I mean, he showed me a lot. He showed he got discipline. He can box. He can move around in the ring and do many more things that I wanted him to show. We believe fighters have it, but we don't know it until they actually show it and start to do it. So, Ryan or Gary, I mean, go ahead and get it out the way if a mandatory is not demanded.
Definitely, man. I definitely agree. And unfortunately, I just don't see these names, guys, next year. I don't see it. I don't see it, man. And I don't like to be pessimistic. I just try to look at things how it is. The business side of boxing, the politics of boxing, postponing these kinds of fights that we want to see, trying to quote unquote milk it, make the most out of it, money. But now's the time, you know what I'm saying? Next year, early next year is the time to get these fights. So you could get boxing, exploding, you know what I'm saying? Even more, you know what I'm saying? I know it will gain traction in the world, you know what I'm saying? But they got to make these fights, man. So we got here Jay Dixon saying the way Tank fights, even a boxer is going to have a moment. That's the thing. Where the boxing match turns into a fight. And if he fights Devin Haney, that's definitely not happening next year. I hope it does, but it's not even gonna, no way. That would be, T.O. against T.O. I mean, and I'm almost positive T.O. is not going to take a Tank Davis next year. I don't think his team, or I don't know why, man. I think these things, but we've seen it time and time again in the sport of boxing. That's why I'm saying it. We've seen it in the history of fighters, you know what I'm saying, and how they're moved. You know what I'm saying? I don't think T.O. is gonna. No way. No. You think that's gonna happen sometime soon, LeVar, T.O. and Tank?
I hope it does. It'll be great for boxing, and the reason why I say it'll be great for boxing because that's what we need. That's what us boxing fans. That's what we need. You know, prime example, and Renee, you talked about it in a couple of your past videos. When you have the UFC fighters fighting each other, the best fighting the best, that's what we need for boxing right now. And I really think that fight will help the sport of boxing. And I'm not saying that boxing has fell off the map or anything like that, but when it comes to the UFC, you're seeing the best fight the best. And I'm like you, I'm tired of waiting for the best to fight the best. And I know boxing is political. I think that would be a great fight, a really, really great fight. I'm just ready for Tank. I get it, a mandatory, I get it. But if he wants to be great, and if he's following the footsteps of Floyd Mayweather, then he needs to fight the best. And going after T.O., going after Garcia, Gary Russell Jr., that's only going to help define him as a fighter. But I would love to see it.
Definitely, man. We'd all love to see it. And I just don't think T.O. will be. And of course, he just fought Loma. So I don't think he's going to be fighting. I don't think T.O. is going to be fighting a big name. T.O. talking about possibly moving up to 140. He'll probably stick around in 135 to fight somebody there. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't think, because they're talking about possibly Haney versus T.O., things of that nature. So, but we'll see, man. But I don't see it happening. I don't see a Tank Davis versus T.O. anytime soon at all. Do you think that would be sometime soon? G5 with politics and things like that. You think Tank will be fighting a T.O. soon, a Devin Haney soon?
No. T.O. Tank? No. I have a few red flags with T.O.
With T.O., yeah.
Good win. I'm glad you won. But if ESPN has not recognized you as the WBC champion and you want to be undisputed, why not go ahead and hurry up and make that Haney fight next ASAP? Go ahead and get undisputed and then go to 140 if that's what you want to do. Go ahead and take Haney belt if that's what you feel like you can do, since you feel like you can beat him. Take his belt, then go to 140. But the fact that you're trying to skip out and go ahead and not fight Tank or Devin and go right up to 140, it's kind of, suspect to me. It's like, why wouldn't you want to go ahead and knock out and finish up the whole bit, then go up? That kind of concerns me. If you're a real champion, you're going to y'all said, I'm not the real WBC champion. Okay, well, throw me my opponent so I can go ahead and get this belt so y'all can shut up and let me go ahead and prove to y'all that now I am undisputed because I'm about to take his belt. That's champion talk. Trying to dip and basically trying to disregard that Haney and email champions and all that, man. Stop all that BS. That's nonsense, man. Go ahead and make the fight and prove your greatness. There's a lot of talking going on in boxing. Some people talk a little bit too much, and then their resume and the fighters that they're fighting don't add up to the amount of noise they talk. So it's like you talking like you're barking like a Great Dane, but you're really a poodle. So it's like, you gotta show me something. And I don't think he's gonna fight Tank. He'll fight Devin before he fights Tank, because he knows Tank has power. He knows Devin has power, but he's not known for being a KO artist. Tank is. So I think he'll fight Devin before he fights Tank. That's T.O. He'll fight Devin before Tank. I don't think he's gonna do it. Ryan Garcia and Tank, that's more logical probably even before Devin or T.O. So that's what I view, man. I don't think it's necessary to fighters. I think it's so much of their handlers.
Exactly.
Feel like, okay, maybe they should do this first and do that, then try to get to this person, rather than just saying, you know what, he proved he good and he can handle the big moment more than one time. So now let's go ahead and keep that heat going. Throw somebody else in, throw him another one. But I hope they can do that, man. That's what I really do with a lot of boxers, man. Like that the promoters and stuff get out the way, man. I know they want to make money, but you think you're gonna make less money than your star pupil fighting a C plus fighter than an A plus fighter? No, it's not. They just get a loss rather than making money, which is utterly disrespectful to the sport of boxing. You know, people worried about losses more than they worried about legacy and getting a bigger bag. So, I mean, I hope that, we can get Tank with another solid opponent and not some no name or somebody that's not a bum, but somebody that, doesn't have that clout or that status as a boxer as of yet, or may not have it at all. So big fights only, man. That's gonna be one of my hashtags, man. I'm gonna start big fights only.
I
Man, if
like
it's
that.
not big, then why the hell am I gonna buy, another $75 pay-per-view? I just spent $150 on the last two, plus another $220 on Earl Spence tickets. We buy and support boxing, very thoroughly. So, like they like to say, oh well, black fighters can't sell, or they don't do business well, or things of that nature. Well, which or how many black champions do we have in the sport of boxing? We have them in almost every division, at least one. So I mean, it's just narratives and propaganda people try to paint. So no, I'm still getting a little long-winded, but that's how I feel, man. It's too much. It's too much going on, rather than us just getting to fights.
Yeah, man. Well said. Well said. Well said. Well said. We have here Jay Dixon. So, well, I'm sorry, we just talked about that there. So, Soccer Training Club has a question here. I think we're touching upon that already. Question will be, Tank will be 26 years young, one shy of his prime years. Who is the best threat? Loma, Tio, Haney. Thoughts? That's a good question, man. I mean, they're all great competition for Tank, you know what I'm saying? But kind of like what Jay Dixon was saying here. I mean, that's the thing, the way Tank fights, even a boxer, Loma's the boxer, Haney's the boxer. Tio showed some boxing, definitely against Loma. It's going to turn into a fight. I mean, because that's Tank, and Tank can box. Tank can box. And he'll fight too. So that's the dangerous element that Tank has, even with these high IQ fighters like Loma, Tio, and Haney, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and that's what I think, I don't know, LeVar, who do you think would be a best threat to Tank? Loma, Tio, or Haney?
Out of the three, I would say Haney. Haney's athletic. He has speed. He has power. I know when it comes to Teal, one thing that I saw in that Lomachenko fight is when Lomachenko started to pressure and back up
Right.
Lopez, it was like he had Haney will give Tank a little bit of trouble. But then again, I think the ace that is in Tank's corner is Mayweather. If Mayweather helps him with that, Mayweather's going to improve his ring IQ. We all know that. And we saw that Saturday night. So I really think that Tank is only going to get better from here. But out of the three, I would say Devin Haney.
Nice. What about you, G5?
I agree. My pick is Haney. Rangy. He has power. He can box. He's slick. So I think he'll be more of a threat. Just because he can get inside and outside if he chooses to. But again, that's one of Devin Haney's kind of Achilles heels too. Sometimes he fights too much when it's not necessary. And going against somebody like Tank, that can get you knocked out. So that's my concern with Devin. Sometimes he make it a phone booth fight when he doesn't really have to. And somebody that has power in both hands, like they can hit you with a left or right and can put you out, is not something that you want to take lightly. So, I mean, and I want to see, both of them take a shot. Who can take a shot? Who can take the best shot? That's something else that's gonna really make or break the fight. Like, who can take the best shot? Because, some of these fighters have a lot of similar traits: fast hands, good power, pretty good defense. They can move, but, who has the heart? And, who's game to, when adversity set in, able to pull something out the hat. And, people kind of down Tank, but he's always able to seem to pull a hat trick out and get the job done. And that just shows you a game opponent in. So yeah, Haney will be the best one. Who will win? Man, it's 50-50.
Yeah.
I give him that, but I need Haney
Definitely 50-50.
I need Haney to fight somebody that's more of a stiffer competition.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's just like a loaded Patriots team playing the Browns for 16 weeks straight, get to the playoffs, and then play against a Atlanta Falcons team. Like, yeah, you're showing you dominant, but who are you doing it against? How can you hone and show your dominance and how much skill you do have if you're not pushed to the test? And, that's a lot of fighters these days, when they get in a big fight, sometimes the moment is just too big for them because they haven't really been there, even though they have accolades. So, right now Tank is, gaining experience. He fought Gamboa, then now he fought Leo. Leo he was 37-1. He almost fought 40 fights. Whether he fought the best competition, that's a lot of experience. So, he's learning as well. So those things play a part in my viewing of the fighters and, who they're fighting. Are they being tested as well? So I think Devin will be the best competition for him. But if it's 50-50, and I might lean towards Tank right now. I'm gonna be honest.
Renee, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think this Saturday, with Haney versus Gamboa, I think Haney's going to try to send a statement. I think Haney's going to try to work on getting Gamboa out of there early. Since when Gamboa fought Tank, they went 12 rounds until he got knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
So I really think that Haney's going to try to send a statement and try to throw his name in the hat for a Tank fight. But we'll see how that goes. By maybe trying to
that's true.
stop him or something like that. Gamboa stopping him early or something.
Kind of like the triangle theory.
Correct.
Okay, you beat him this way. Let me see if I can beat him better or even more impressive fashion.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, for me, thinking what's the best competition out of those three, I think Tio and Haney, because Tio, to a certain extent, I guess we would say, he's tried and true. You know what I'm saying? He, fought Richard Comey, took him out in an impressive fashion. Lomachenko, we know the story, but he was getting touched up, which it goes against, that showed a weakness of Tio to a certain extent, I guess we can say, when he was getting touched up by Loma in the later rounds. He didn't like that. Tio didn't like that. So it's some things to work on. Imagine that being Tank. Oof. I mean, Tank wouldn't stop. Tank is relentless and he's smart. You know what I'm saying? And if Tio was getting kind of, showed he was uncomfortable against Loma doing that, just imagine a Tank. So, I kind of see it both. Tio and Haney against Tank would be the best threat. I think both would be, but Haney's really athletic. I mean, this is amazing stuff, man. I mean, we have to see these fights soon. Oh man, we have to. So Gamboa, Devin Haney, very true. I keep forgetting. I don't know why I keep forgetting. This is great stuff, man. They're fighting this Saturday. Yes, fight week again, ladies and gentlemen. Devin Haney versus Gamboa. Love it. Now, let's see. Obviously, there are going to be haters and critics, whatever you want to call them, right? Haters. Oh, no, Haney fighting a Gamboa, 38 years old. I mean, that's another thing that they're going to be. He wasn't really proven. He wasn't really put to the test. We'll see, man. I just think it's going to be nice to see. We'll see how Haney, works Gamboa. We'll see how this works. I don't know if it's going to be a knockout, man. I don't know. G5, do you think Haney can knock out Gamboa, man? I kind of don't see the power, man.
I think he can. He'll have to attack the body hard the first 6 rounds. That way, he can get him kind of guessing and like dropping his guard so he can try to catch him with some solid shots. Um, Other than that, I mean, I think he can, but I mean, it's gonna be more of an accumulation punch since he's not a one punch knockout artist. So if he catch him with some good shots, or he can buzz him or rock him real good, and then go to the body to throw him off, and then come back up top, I think he can get him out. Just for him, just a counter punch and bang, getting him out of there. It could happen because anything can happen in boxing, but that's not. I haven't seen that too much out of Haney. So
exactly, yeah.
I mean, he can get him out of there, but will he? I don't know. But he's gonna be driven too because this card, everybody has stoppages. So now he's probably feeling the pressure. Like, man, I got to give me a stoppage. So I mean, I hope he don't go out there with that whole mindset. Like, box first. Like, do what you good at. And if you find an opening, just start making them pay for it. Eventually, if you keep tapping the egg, eventually it'll crack. So, I mean, he got a chance. Will he? I'm not sure. I'm not sure about it.
Yeah, I think sometimes we think too much of the knockout. But for in order for Haney to prove a statement, he doesn't have to knock him out. You know what I'm saying? I think if because Haney, he's a wonderful boxer, athletic man. If he comes Saturday night and gives a boxing clinic to Gamboa, that would prove a lot too. You know what I'm saying? Even if he wins most of the 12 rounds, I would be like, wow. It doesn't gas out, shows a great performance in the ring, footwork, jabbing, bam, 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 combos in and out, bam, to the body, bam, because that's Haney. If he does that, that would prove a lot too. I think that would be a great statement because then
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? That would parallel and that would say, you know what? Wow, Tank, you think you can box this guy? You think you can beat a Haney now? That would be great. And even it would talk to, it would speak to a certain extent, I guess, to a certain degree against Teofimo Lopez. Like, you know what I'm saying? You think you can really, take a Haney, Teo? So I mean, I don't think it necessarily has to be a knockout. You know what I'm saying? It would be more of a breaking down. I think Haney's going to break him down. Bop, bop, bop. But I love it. I love watching Haney box, dude. I just can't wait till Saturday. Heck yeah, dude. We got Black Star in the building, man. What's going on, Black Star? Go subscribe to Black Star if there are any new listeners, anybody who probably doesn't know maybe a Black Star. I'm sure you guys all do. But go subscribe. Go check out Black Star. Great, content in the sport of boxing. Go check them out. Acondo here, salute and everything. Let me get to the chat real quick because we got just a couple other things here to talk about here real fast, man. Everybody saluting each other. PGH Big Dog is in the building. What's good, family? What is good, family? Thanks so much for jumping in, man. Thank you so much for jumping in. We got here Brusco saying Ray Mancini was a media creation. The networks pushed the hell out of him. Okay, being white didn't hurt either. Okay, but he was a tough guy, just not as good as they would. Oh, okay, cool. So talk about there. Leo turned into Leo. Exactly. When he started landing punches, he thought he had Tank. Yeah, that was a big mess up, man. Big error for Leo to do. I mean, I was liking what I was seeing, you know what I'm saying? And you know what? Interesting. It was interesting because Tank, it reminded what he would in the first rounds, the earlier rounds, Tank was trying to counter with the uppercut. Boom, boom. Kind of like what Teo was doing to Loma. Interesting stuff, kind of saw a parallel though. So yeah, Leo done messed it up with that, trying to fight Tank like he did against his other opponents, all his other opponents, but big mess up there. So yeah, so we have here, salute facts Kurt. Okay, cool. Let me just get here. D Hodge says them body blows are what did it. Yeah, I thought I was watching Arrow with body blow. I think you're talking about Tank versus Leo, right? We have here Stock Training Club said Tank had zero respect on Leo's power. Yeah, Leo didn't really have power, man. But it is what it is, right? Yeah, Black Star here. The pressure broke there. Yes. Now talking about this, going back, because I saw that comment. I wanted to highlight it here. D Hodges says Mexican versus Black pay-per-view. Crazy. Exactly. With Ryan Garcia, because at that time you posted that, we were talking about that. Ryan Garcia versus Tank. Dude, that would be, man. Yeah. I mean, these promoters, come on, guys. Promoters. I understand. Tank side, Mayweather, seasoned veteran as far as the sport of boxing. He knows the business. He knows the ins and outs. And Ellerby, that's why I say I don't think it's going to happen next year, guys. I don't think, but it's the right time. Next year is definitely the right time. Not necessarily Cinco de Mayo. It can be September. There's another Mexican holiday, September. So also that would be just, oh my gosh. Even though Ryan Garcia, he's more of a Chicano guy. That's another debate, but that's a debatable thing there. Controversial, I guess you could say. Not debate, but controversial, yeah. Because, technically, Ryan, he has Mexican descent. He's a Mexican, like he's a Chicano guy, though. I mean, what's a Chicano? It's like someone who's born in the States and they weren't born in Mexico. I'm Mexican, 100%. I was born here. I'm living here, but I grew up in the States. I guess I can be considered to a certain extent Chicano, but technically I'm Mexican, man, 100%. So, grew up down here too. And I think Ryan, he was born in the States, more of a Chicano guy, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? Mexican definitely versus black. That's how the majority see it. And that's what it looks like that, obviously. But, and obviously Ryan, I think he does rep Mexico. I don't even think this kid talks Spanish, man, but you know what I'm saying? I don't even think this boy talks Spanish, but it's all good. It's all good. Canelo is Mexican. Cesar Chavez Sr. is Mexican. Eric Morales is Mexican. You see what I'm saying? You see the difference? Those are Mexicans. Juan Manuel Marquez, but whatever. I'm getting off the topic here. But no, it would be Mexican versus black pay-per-view crate. That would be phenomenal. And but I just see it more on Oscar's side. I think he's going to try, even though he talks the talk as far as a promoter. Promoters always talk the talk, but they don't necessarily walk the walk all the time. When it comes to promoting, not when they were fighters, no, when they are promoters. I don't think it's going to happen next year, guys. I hope it does, man. I just don't see it. If it does, awesome. Hats off to the promoters, man. Definitely. I just don't see it, though. Kondo, could you say here? I think it's never too early for them. Yeah, I know. People not going to keep paying. Exactly. But remember, you guys, we're seeing good fights. So I got my hopes high. We're seeing good stuff in boxing. So it possibly will, but I just don't see it happening next year. Only ones who has proved themselves are Tank and Tio. Gary got to do something, and Haney has to get someone in there too. I want to say something real fast. Let's start with G5 on this. G5, Gary is coming out again of the woodworks, on his telephone, record himself, calling out Tank. I don't know. To me, I don't know if Gary's believable anymore. That's just me. I'm not, knocking Gary at all, but I don't know, man. Now he's calling Tank. What do you think about this, G5, with Gary calling out Tank now?
Well, it's kind of hate. It's kind of hatred to a certain extent now. It's
right.
If I want to fight, like, okay, say for example, like LeVar is Tank and I'm Gary, I'm going to congratulate the man on his victory.
Right.
And then politely tell him, like, hey, good fight. Hey, way to get him on out of there. Now, me and you need to get it on. You don't got to do it in a disrespectful manner.
Yeah. Very, very
good. What I'm saying? Just call him out in a respectful manner, like, hey, now, man, you got to get it in. I've been wanting to fight you. I've been wanting to fight Leo. Now, you knocked him off. So now, me and you can get it in. See what I talk to my team. You talk to your team. Let's get this going. Hey, you might not like me. I don't like you, but I respect you because you're a fighter as well. Let's make this happen and get this bag together. That's a more respectable call out. But it sounds like you just dry hating. Like, you're not getting the fights. You're not really making no noise right now.
Very true.
I'm a fan of Gary Russell, but like, what have you done for boxing lately? Except talk shit to Bud, to Haney, now to Tank. Like, you got to show me something. My last name Russell too. Like, hey, and I'm about that action. I'm not gonna just sit and wait and call out people. No, I'm gonna make another move. I would have been to drop my 126 belt, went up to 130. Make some noise. Like, stay active. In between you trying to get the big fights, at least get another solid opponent. You know what I'm saying? Keep yourself busy. And it's just like, come on, man, you're doing a lot of talking, but who do you have scheduled to fight? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's like, how can you call somebody and say something about another person's opponent when you over here sitting on your ass? Well, you're not sitting on your ass, but you training, but you're not getting no money right now, not from no fight. He just got a pay-per-view bag, but it's big. Even if he do 150, he's still getting money. So I mean, I don't really like it, man. It's just like, come on, bro, you reaching, you're doing too much. You was better off saying nothing.
Pretty much.
And now that you spoke, it makes you look weaker than it actually makes you look stronger. And I like Gary Russell. I'm a fan because he can fight. But you got to do something else different to get somebody else's attention and make yourself a more viable draw. Like, sitting back and waiting, and I don't want to fight the best. man, you better move around and make some moves. It's chess, not checkers. So
True.
Wow. Yeah, man. Pretty much. I mean, we'll get to LeVar right now. That's exactly Kurt, man. I mean, I'm sorry, why I say Kurt. I'm used to say Kurt, because we have him so, frequently in the platform. Gary, man, I mean, great fighter. We know the story. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely respect him. I like Gary, man. But all this going on the phone so much, and just like, G5 said it perfectly. I mean, put your words to action. Doesn't mean you have to fight Tank next. No. But fight, man. You know what I'm saying? Fight. It doesn't matter. Just be busy and show that you're working. Show, like G5 just said. Yeah, you're in the gym. Yeah, we get it. But show that you're working in the ring and fights. And then it'll be more, fighters will take you more seriously like that. Tank is not going to he's probably not even going to respond to Gary, man. He's be like, dude, what are you doing? You're not doing anything. Just go sit down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Haney also, they tried to make the fight. That's another story. Y'all know the story. But Haney's very, he's always fighting, constantly fighting. These fighters are fighting. And it seems like just Gary just, tries to stick it, jump in and, I don't get it. Man. And what do you think about this, LeVar?
Honestly, I think when it comes to Gary Russell Jr., it all depends. Does he really want that smoke with Tank? It's either yes or no. It's like what G5 said. It's either you put up or you shut up. I would like to see the fight. I would like to see Gary Russell fight Devin Haney. I was hoping that fight was going to come together. But, like G5 said, he has to do something. He has to, because he's only making himself look bad.
Right.
So he has to stay active, because while he's not being active, these other fighters are being active. So when they do fight, What do you think is going to happen? So I just really think that Gary Russell just needs to, look himself in the mirror and ask him, does he really want that fight with Tank or with Devin Haney? So hopefully he does. And he's a really great fighter. I like him too. But I'm tired of the talking. I'm ready to see the fist flying. I don't know.
Exactly. And I hope the best for Gary, man. Well, he has to get in the ring, man. He has to get in. Also, prayers up for his pops. You know what I'm saying? Definitely prayers up for his pops, man. I mean, we know that, his dad has been going. Yeah. Prayers up for Gary Russell's dad, man. Respect to the senior. You know what I'm saying? All love to Gary and his family. I hope they come out of it, and I guess, that's one of the reasons why he hasn't been active, I guess. But I think that was recent though. But still, prayers up to his pops, man. Definitely. But what we want to see is Gary to be active, man. Get active, bro. And then people will take you more credibly. You know what I'm saying? D-Hodge just says here, him and Ryan easily 1 million. Oh my gosh, I know it. Super fight. Of course. Bruce Go saying peace to Kurt. Definitely, man. Super fight, man. Super $75. Oh my gosh. Man, that's the biggest money that Ryan has ever seen. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, come on, Ryan. Convince your boss, Oscar. Convince him.
I think Oscar wants that fight, Renee.
I don't know. But I don't know, man. I don't trust Oscar. I don't trust Oscar, man. That guy, I mean, great fighter. That's another story, but that's another, but as a promoter, man, I don't know, man. Well, go ahead, LeVar.
The reason why I say that is because we all know Oscar and Floyd, they do not like each other. Even when they fought, and look pretty much Mayweather beat Oscar whole roster of fighters. So I really think that Oscar wants that fight, but maybe not right now, because he has a little grudge with Floyd. He wants to beat Floyd. So what way could he get to Floyd and to try to knock him off his pedestal a little bit is by Ryan beating Tank.
Tried it with Canelo. You're right.
Correct. Canelo, he tried it with Shane Mosley. So, I mean, the list goes on. And Floyd he pretty much beat the whole roster at Golden Boy during that time. So, I think the fight will happen. If it doesn't happen in the beginning of 2021, maybe like J5 said, maybe like September. Who knows? But I think that it will be a great fight. And I really think that Oscar wants to beat Floyd so bad at something. Let me
rephrase what I was saying. It could be Oscar wants it, but I don't think he wants it next year. That's kind of what I'm saying here. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, when I was earlier referring to it, I don't think Oscar wants it next year. No. He wants to protect Ryan. I think that's what's going to happen. He's going to protect him because he saw Tank Saturday night, and I think he was second guessing you know what? Maybe I should wait. Maybe I should wait. So next year, I don't think it's going to happen. Because I was saying that earlier, I don't think it's going to happen next year. No way. Maybe 2022, possibly. Lord willing, we'll live to see that day. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Because we never know what will happen tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully that will happen. Let me get to the chat real quick, man, because we're just going off. I love it. Ryan goes to sleep early. Yes, he does. Next year he does. Yeah. So Oscar sees it. He's not gonna. Tanks had permanently moved from Baltimore. Did he? Ooh,
That's great if he did.
Oh my.
That's
Yeah,
great.
G5. Yeah, G5.
Yeah, because he was saying he said he want to do all his training camps in Vegas from here on out.
Wow.
He's like the in the press conference and stuff, he was saying that, just the training, just the hands-on between Floyd and Calvin, and just the whole vibe here, he's able to work out a lot easier and effectively reading in between the lines than he could in Baltimore due to the weather, and stuff like that too.
And the environment,
Yeah,
Too many distractions.
Mm-hmm. Then look at all the stuff that happened that he was around. Like, you from there, so
exactly.
He was in any type of street, endeavors. Then of course you got ties. So if they know you're there, they're gonna want to link up with you more often. So it's best you get away from what you adjusted to or what you come from.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Also, hey Renee. Also, I think if Oscar money is drying up, he's gonna make that Tank and Ryan fight, because we don't know the outcome of what is going to happen with the Canelo situation.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
I didn't think about that.
Money. So how much money are you going to lose if Canelo wins this lawsuit? Like, you might be pressed to, like, you know what? I got to put my fighters in the fire. I got to keep money so I can keep my own company. Because you might have some money, but that's a lot of money they going to owe Canelo.
That's a good point.
So I think if his pockets get tight, he's gonna be forced to make a move, because he's gonna need to replenish some of that money back. And that's gonna take a while. But hey, you get a big pay-per-view that do a million pay-per-view vibes with a star. Hey, win, lose, or draw, you're gonna make some money. So I'm kind of looking at it from the business aspect too. Like, you tied into Canelo and y'all have the zone whole situation and Golden Boy. I don't even know how that's gonna play out, because y'all all being sued, not just the zone. So how much money will he lose? It's something I think about as well. So he might be pressed to make those fights, and I hope he is, because that'll be great for boxing. I mean, just absolutely outstanding to have a pandemic, have good fights, end it out strong, and then by May we get Ryan and Tank, and then that'll just be that'll be a nice situation for boxing. But I mean, we'll see.
I haven't even think. Go ahead, LeVar. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry about that. Even if Ryan does lose to Tank, I mean, it really doesn't hurt Garcia's markability.
Exactly.
I still think that he'll still be able to get meaningful fights out there.
I haven't even thought of that, G5. Wow. You're wow. True. I don't know why it just left my mind about the whole lawsuit. Whoa.
Yeah, me too.
I'm a business major, man. So, I do numbers. So I always think about, the back end of it. If the business not done, we won't even get the fight anyway. So, everybody want to make money, and every side wants to make sure that they get compensated fairly. What they think they deserve. So I was like, well, I got a whole other situation going on. Like, you got court cases and stuff pending. You need money, brother. You got to pay lawyers.
You're a business major?
Yeah, I went to school for business administration. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Now
wow.
I'm in school for IT. I've been good at that at the same time. So,
yeah, what were you gonna say, Laura?
Is Canelo trying to take Garcia with him? Because was Canelo planning on trying to go to PBC?
Well, the talks and rumors are, because the thing is Yildirim. He wants the title there, the vacant title. So I mean, it looks like he's possibly, but it's been quiet lately. It's been quiet, but for the past few weeks, I mean, it's been looked like he's shooting for that title, possibly temporarily go to PBC. If I'm not mistaken, what's that guy's name in Showtime? Steven Espinoza, expressed and reached out talking about receiving Canelo temporarily for that fight. So it's possible, and him taking Ryan, there's no word. You know, Canelo's very discreet. He doesn't talk anything. He doesn't talk business out in the open. You know what I'm saying? So, but what we see with our eyeballs, you know what I'm saying? It looks like if Canelo leaves, Ryan's going to follow him, and possibly Virgil also. I mean, Ryan and Canelo, we know that, and I've said this some time ago in the live, that it's very evidential that it's very evident that Canelo is Ryan's advisor, giving him tips on the inside, how to play in the sport of boxing and the business side with Oscar, this and that. Hey, Oscar's like this. Watch out for Oscar when he does this. You know what? I got this. Boom, boom, boom. And we know that Ryan is, in other words, looks like Canelo is Ryan's mentor. You know what I'm saying? When Oscar should be, and I don't think he is really. But yeah. So I mean, it's evident that if Canelo leaves and he wins a lawsuit and books it, you know what I'm saying? Ryan's going to follow him. But then again, he's contractually bound to Oscar. Well, who knows about that? He can buy himself out. Canelo can help him out possibly because he's a multi-millionaire. So, I mean, that wouldn't be an issue. But, to answer that question, I think he would. Ryan would follow him. I mean, he would follow him. Gotcha. But for now, it looks like he's going to stick with it. But very true what G5 is saying. That really brings in different insight. Let me go real quick to the chat, man. Real quick. Southside of Music. What's going on, family? Thanks so much for joining in, man. Thank you so much for joining in. Styles make fights. And Ryan's style is perfect against Tank if he could keep Tank off him. Ryan's style is perfect against Tank like Leo's style was perfect against Tank. And he got right? Maybe, right? Yeah, you're right. If he could keep Tank off him, I mean, that's the thing here. I mean, it would be a great fight. Stylistically speaking, Ryan, I know he's been criticized for being stiff and stuff, but we already addressed that. You know what I'm saying? I think Eddie Reynoso's working with him. Canelo's working. They know that issue. And I'm sure we're going to see it when the Campbell fight, ladies and gentlemen. I've been saying this time and time again. We're going to see Ryan. He's going to bring out new tools against the Campbell fight. We'll see. I mean, a lot is riding on that fight. So let me go back real quick because we were talking about that. Oh my gosh. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Yeah. So that right here. Tank leaving Baltimore. Oh my gosh. 130, 135 division. Y'all better. Oh my gosh. I don't see. It just depends, guys, because he just got a great victory, right? Let's see how Gervonta Tank Davis takes this victory. Because he's in the skies right now. Sky's the limit, obviously, for Tank. He's been a champ time and time again before. We already know it. But let's see how he handles this victory between now and the next fight. Let's see if he's, really living the disciplined life. If he is, I don't know who's going to stop Tank, man. I don't, with Mayweather, with his coach, I don't. Ramal Lane, man, thanks so much for jumping up on in. What up, Renee in chat? Tank most likely too strong for most of it. Yeah. He was walking right through Leo. I mean, and that's the thing. If he's going to stay in Las Vegas, man, obviously there's temptation everywhere. Anybody can, anywhere. It doesn't matter where you are. It's just about the mindset. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it does help leaving Baltimore, definitely, man. So we'll see, man. We'll see. We got, if you as a boxer don't have much power, Tank yes. Oh man, this is good stuff right here. Jay Dixon, we got to be real. We talked about fighters having habits. Well, so do 90-year-old promoters. Top rank will not risk T.O. losing to Devin or Tank because a belt would leave. Yeah. Yes. Jay Dixon, good point. That's why kind of like what G5 was saying earlier about red flags with T.O. I think that's one of the red flags. I don't see T.O. going to face these fights, man. He's not going to face these guys. I don't think he's going to face them 2021. I don't think we're going to see a Haney versus T.O. I don't think we're going to see that. I don't think we're going to see a Tank versus T.O. next year. We're not going to see that. More than anything, I think T.O. is going to move up, man. He's going to probably do a, mandatory or whatever, right? 2021, early 2021 at 135. And then after that, he's probably going to move up to 140, man. I don't think he's going to, and let me just highlight this here. Big fights, hashtag big fights only, G5 Gabe. Go, Oscar, go hire a G5. He's a major in business. He knows what he's talking about. Go hire him. I think we would say a lot of better things than Golden Boy. Okay? All right, we got there.
I like that, G5.
Hey, man, I just try to be, think outside the box, man. That's what some of the promoters got to do. If you got a fighter, get off topic real quick. If you got a fighter and you're trying to promote them, and we're in a social media age, man. How can you not promote somebody when you have all these platforms to put them out? Like, I mean, I'm kind of puzzled by it, and like the lack of promotion from some of the fighters. I'm just like, I'm baffled. Like, dude, you know how easy it is for people to view things these days with a pickup of a phone? You don't have to get no newspaper. You don't have to have a recording.
Exactly.
It's there. I mean, and if you're not promoted, it's like, what they say about the people that you hiring to promote you? Like, they just sit on their ass. Like, they're not really doing that for you. Like, they doing you a disservice and tanking your career, honestly. So, I mean, it's too easy to get things out. Like, that's why I look at, like, the fighters of the golden era, like Ali now. Like, they didn't have Instagram and stuff back then, and they were still household names, like global icons, because they stood for what they believed in, and they fought the best, and they continue to do it. They'll fight a great a champion, and then fight another champion or a former champion, and it just kept going. So it's like, you're creating that you're a great fighter and want to fight the best competition, and you making boxing exciting, and you creating a legacy. So, I mean, it's just, man, so much stuff in boxing. The politics that has basically ruined the sport, and we do have to. Man, it's hard. So, we can get good fights that we can get that we looking for. Hey, man, we got to enjoy it, because it's not the same no more, man. Boxing is a whole organization now, and it's if you're in the inner circle on the right side, you're gonna win and succeed. If you're not, then hey, you may get blackballed, and it's sad, but boxers get blackballed, and boxing, they actually had ability.
Right. One of the issues, though, with promoters is like what you're saying. They're using a little bit. They have too much Twitter fingers. You know what I'm saying? And going on Instagram. Who would win between a possible fight between? We don't want to hear that. Just make the fights. Just shut up and make the fights. You know what I'm saying? Like G5 is saying. Like G5 is saying, make the phone call. You don't have to go on Twitter and blab your Twitter mouth away. And who would win between Ryan and Tank? When you know very well it's not going to happen next. Just go ahead, just shut up, and yeah, exactly. Make the contracts, and that's the issue. That's exactly what G5 is saying. That's the issue with promoters. That WBC, who with the who's the lightweight king, and putting matchups that aren't even going to happen. They do put a couple matchups, and I get it. You know what I'm saying, but most of the time they don't. And I'm tired of these stupid questions. You know what I'm saying? When after a fighter wins a big fight, and then they go, who would win? It's like a fantasy matchup thing. It's not even going to happen in a year or 2 years. So just shut up. I understand you ask it, but then they do it time and time again, and it's not even going to happen. Just shut up. With all due respect, because we're tired of it. We're tired of hearing these things. That exactly what Dihad just saying. Look, real quick. I don't know why when a person one belt away from undisputed, Charlo versus Teixeira, Haney versus Tio, AJ versus Fury next. I just want undisputed before people move up. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. And that's what the promoters are doing. Oh yeah. Will AJ be undisputed? Just shut up, because you've been saying it for years. Just do it, and just do it. And that would catapult these. That's real promotion. When you announce it and then do it, and these fighters will get catapulted to stardom. You know what I'm saying? Just like with G5. Back in the day, they didn't have any social media. These fighters spoke up and they fought. They and that's what these. I mean, I got to say, with all due respect, lame promotion. That's what they got to do. Talk about it and put it to action. Hey, Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn. Oh yeah, we've been trying to make Andrade, and then he got to the point where Eddie Hearn just blabs off too much. You know what I'm saying? All the respect I say, I'm not knocking him all the time. No, he does make some good fights. I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I watch some DAZN fights. It's cool, but with him, oh yeah, look at the email. He sent me the email here. It's on my phone. And we don't want to see that, bro. We don't care about that. You do your business behind closed doors, and then make the fights and official through media. That's how you do it. You don't blab away first and then not make the fight. It's backwards. These promoters have it backwards, just like what G5 saying. These promoters have it backwards. For with how the fighters did it before. Most of them probably didn't even need promoters. They promoted themselves.
Right.
Right. And these fighters nowadays, not all of them, of course not all of them, but a lot of them, they're depending on their promoters. Man, what the heck is going on? You know what I'm saying? But I'm optimistic because we're seeing good fights. We're seeing good fights, man. It looks like the tables are turning. It looks like slowly but surely. These promoters are they're listening to these platforms. They're listening to the big platforms, the real boxing media. You know what I'm saying? Real hardcore fans of the sport of boxing. They have to, they got to open their ears and, open their eyes to this stuff. If Loma had more power, he would beat Tio. Yeah, definitely, bro. I think so. And, Well, his shoulder, D Hodges, his shoulder. No, I'm just kidding, man. I'm not gonna I'd say Tio is more of a threat to Tank. Tio is more Tank because he commits to punches, and we've seen him against high level. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I was saying earlier. That Tio has that high level, background, man. He has the getting the experience. He's been put to the test. We haven't seen exactly. We haven't seen Devin Haney. Now, you guys are just commenting away, man. Thank you guys so much, man. Southside Music. Canelo would rather go up and wait than fight. Yeah, I mean, that, we know the story there, man. We know the story. Unfortunately. Gary looking thirsty out there. Plus, Leo's pops was in the hospital, and he kept training. Gary's pops got sick, and he shut it. Yeah, I mean.
I was going to say that, Renee, but I didn't want to cut you off. But, like, if my pops is sick, I'm about to go harder to go get a bag even faster. Like, he's sick. Let me make sure that I go secure some more money.
Right.
What if I have to take off for a year? Let me go ahead and go get another bag first, and then I'll sit down. Like, it kind of make me just like, you dedicated, but like, I don't know. It's weird. Like, y'all have talent, y'all, you're a good fighter, but it's like, how bad do you really want some of these fights, man? It's like, stop talking, show up and pull up on these dudes. You keep going to IG, making these videos, go pull up to a fight, get in the ring, like say, you're going to have to see me next, shawty. Slim, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Like, you doing all this talking, nobody's believing it because you're not even showing up in person.
Exactly,
if you start
man.
showing up to these fights, like if you want to Tank so bad, you would have been at the Santa Cruz and Tank fight.
Saying and doing is two different things.
Like, my pops is sick. Okay, hey, I got 5 brothers. I'm pretty sure somebody can fill in for me if I go show up and pull up on these stuff.
I'm gonna get up and go up there. Yep.
So yeah, I'm gonna show up, and after the fight, I'm like, yeah, I want to see you next, and Mayweather be right there too. Hey, so when me and him gonna fight?
It's true,
when we
man.
gonna get this in? You know what I'm saying? Like, then that'll be a worldwide. Everybody gonna see it. So you want to duck on national television in front of everybody? I don't think
that's true, man. That's true.
Put pressure on you where you have to respond. That's where it comes to Bud in that regard as well. Like, why are you sitting and waiting on your promoter so much? Like, it's either they are or they're not going to do it. Based off the track record that they haven't shown you, start promoting yourself. So you're gonna pay a percentage and a fee to somebody who's not promoting. They putting you in a better position to succeed for your legacy. You already got some accolades already, so how you gonna secure your legacy? You don't want to be like, well, he was a great fighter, but who did he really fight? You know what I'm saying? You kind of become an afterthought. And it's man, some fighters, they talk a lot. That's why I just sit and watch. I'm big at looking at how a fighter moves and what they say. I hear you, but let me see if you're going to put that, whatever you said, into action. So you said all that, Gary. Okay, what you going to do after this now? What's next? You kind of you are looking thirsty because it's 3 different situations, and only thing we see is a whole bunch of talking and videos, so it's like,
exactly.
Your credibility is becoming shaky now because it's a lot of biting, a lot of barking, no bite. So it's like, you got to show us something, bro. No, Tank actually doing something. You can say what you want about him, but y'all the same size. So you the same size as Tank, you're gonna be in trouble because you don't have to worry about working around a longer reach. No, you think man, Gary, you better leave Tank alone.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that.
Man, I'm telling you, he's the same height as you. So that means I ain't got to worry about trying to do all these things. I gonna come straight at you. Oh, man, say. Gary can fight, he can box, but dude, you get hit too. Don't act like you don't get hit. I done seen you get touched up plenty of times.
That's true.
Like, he talking about, I ain't got that many holes in my games. Yes, you do. Like, you got decent power.
Good point, man.
You got decent power. Don't act like you just this home run hitter. Look at your knockout ratio. Come on now, like, numbers don't lie. So if you got so much power, then, you'll be KOing people more often and more frequently. He's 24-0 with 23 knockouts. He is a knockout artist who can fight. So everybody he get in there with, he's getting them out of there. Oh, he got Gamboa out in the 12th round. Who gives a damn? He got him out of there.
Yeah.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? That was his first fight at 135. I think J.A. Dixon, somebody reminded me on that when I read the chat. It was. And Tank needed that go 12 rounds. He never been. He needed to extend his conditioning. Like, it's way more factors into it. So now you get him out of his environment and you put him where he's supposed to be, where he can just lock in. And now you see a whole different result. Did he move around like that to box against Gamboa? No. Different mindset. He in a whole different mind frame.
Yep.
So if he keep doing this, man, it's gonna get ugly. Because he's gonna get more fluid as a boxer. Yep. Knowing he got a eraser in both hands too.
Floyd's gonna make sure he gets to where he needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but they're gonna do it Floyd's them way, TMT way. They're not gonna do it the way we want to. So we gotta expect and accept that. Hey, there's gonna be some fights that we might not want in between good fights, y'all. So
yeah, of course.
You know,
of course.
So go ahead, Renee. I ain't trying to take over.
No, you're right, man. You're right. I mean, we're gonna see fights that we not necessarily don't want to see, but but we get it. You know what I'm saying? Tank just got out of a great fight. You know what I'm saying? And as far as all these other big names, we got to be patient. We definitely got to be patient. LeVar, did you want to say something?
Oh no, just everything that G5 was mentioning, man. It was definitely spot on. It makes sense. So, G5, man, I appreciate the information that you relaying to all of us, man. And also, everybody, smash that like button for Renee. Smash that like button.
Definitely, man, and share it.
Algorithms right. Get them algorithms right for my man.
Yeah, definitely, man. Thank you guys so much, man, and share it, man. Y'all are speaking facts. I love that. I love it. So we got here at Condo saying, yeah, I rocks with Gary. Exactly. Yeah, definitely, man. We all love Gary. You know what I'm saying? But he's capping on Tank. Yes, he is. I think he is, man. However, if he wants to fight Tank, set it up. Set it up. Gary, somebody share this. Please send it to Gary, man. Set it up. We love you, bro. But you got to set things up. Start making moves, baby. Start making moves. Soccer Training Club says here, great conversation team. We work and listen. Definitely, man. Bruce Goes earlier clocked out. He had to leave. Bruce Goes, stay safe. Thanks so much, man. Thanks so much for jumping up in here. Jay Dixon says, this is also the microwave generation. We can get a fight of the year. Yes. And that's the thing. These sanctioning bodies put on Twitter, oh, who do you think will win? Right after they, do a great win. Who do you think will win? Anyway, we know that's not going to be the next fight. So just shut up. You know what I'm saying? Just shut up. I say it with all the respect. You all know my platform. I'm not the type of people to disrespect people. No, but we're just tired of it as fans. You know what I'm saying? We're tired of it. D Hodges says here, great show, bro. LWC Salute family. Check it. Yeah, I'll definitely be back. Actually, we got to go, man. I got to go too, man. I got to go do some things, man. Any last words, LeVar Cooper?
Renee, thank you so much for having me on. I really do appreciate you. And like I said, you're like a big brother, G5, man. I appreciate you too, man. I love sitting down, talking and gaining knowledge from everybody. So, and to everyone in the chat, hey, be safe out there during this pandemic. Thank you. Thank you, Renee.
Yeah, thank you, G5.
Renee, my brother, hey, man, I rocks with you heavy, man. It's always a pleasure and honor, man, to come up and just talk, man. I sit back a lot and I just, watch on, I don't bug people. If I get an invitation or extension to come out, then yeah, I come up. I'm pretty low key dude. So, appreciate it, man. Avoid good cooking, man. Appreciate the love. Hey, good, good talking as well. Hey, salute to the chat, man. Everybody be blessed, be prosperous, man, and please be safe out here. And again, as I say on any channel I'm on, hey, wherever you are, we live in a crazy world. Know your gun laws and please protect yourself, man. It's a crazy world out here, man, and people, checking out left and right. And sometimes it's not because of illnesses. So, if you're reading in between the lines, you know what I'm saying. So, salute to everybody. Appreciate it, man. And everybody have a good one.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the reasons why I constantly say stay safe out there, you guys. Y'all stay safe. We're living in a crazy world, man. We love each other. We love you guys. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who jumps into the community, we love you. You know what I'm saying? LeVar Cooper, G5, Curtis Anderson. Go check Curtis Anderson out later. He's a co-host on Blue Blood Monday through Friday. So y'all go check him out. I'm sure everybody here does. So, thank you so much, Curtis. Also, he took out. He skinned out. He had to leave. But love the historian, man. Always, all you guys, man. I just love talking with you guys, the sport of boxing. I'm saying we are one community, we are one family. I feel like I'm with family, man, definitely, man. And for one cause, you know what I'm saying? The sport of boxing, we'll all grow, iron sharpens iron, we'll all learn from each other, you know what I'm saying? And this is a great community. Thank you guys so much. Hey, LeVar, G5, can you stay just about a minute after I leave, okay? After we close this, all right?
No problem.
Oh, no doubt, man.
Just don't leave. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Renee Box Young, share, like, subscribe. Any new listeners, subscribe. We are one family, open platform for level-headed, mature, discussion on the sport of boxing. Thank you guys so much. Stay safe. Fight week. Devin Haney, Gamboa. Yeah, I know you guys are going to tune in. Let's do it. Peace out, fam. Stay safe.